드라마로 바로 야가라 아빠는 날 거짓 따바람 뜨고 가라봐 구아바람 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 때리고도 말할 거였어 구아바람 가바람 싸가라 오시도 숨어 가봐봐 속으로 그냥 잡아라 오르막 물고기 더 빠르다 사라져 가야 저 와서가 여기로 그냥 거기도 줄이 난다가 육육육육 맞던 육십육십육 살다가 가비를 잡아가라 대부분을 다시 끝나는 소리 옷가라 싸마야
Good evening, everyone. Hopefully everyone's having a nice day, a good night, or an afternoon, wherever you may be. How are we? Back again with another read-through day. Last night was a great watch-through day, honestly. We got through, first of all, Bleach episodes, fantastic. The Avatar movie, interesting. Some parts of it was okay rather than others, but for the most part, it was good. And then got through a episode of Apothecary Diary. But I'm looking forward to today because not only do we have Iruma, which is character stuff for Asmodeus. Oh, Karen got a little blurry there for a second. But yeah, not only do we have Iruma character stuff happening, each of the which hopefully will be interesting. Hunter x Hunter is picking up in a great way. We have a One Punch Man chapter today. I'm hoping some cool stuff. We are saving off Gachikoda. I'm officially just gonna bite the bullet on this one. We're just gonna kind of let it build up chapters because they are just so fucking short, and because there's just such a disconnect between Urane and her publishing company that she's working for, getting these chapters out on time and or completed or whatever the hell is going on with her. We're just gonna let Gachikoda chapters build up a little bit, so we're gonna probably let like 3-4 chapters build up, then we'll go back in the swing of things. If they come out more consistent, fantastic, but it's just a hit or miss, and I'd rather just use that time to do more Kagurabachi right now, because we just got past chapter 60, we finished the 3rd arc, we're about to go into the 4th arc. This is apparently going to be a rather quick arc, so depending on how fast we get done the other chapters tonight, we'll get through a couple of Kagurabachi chapters. Maybe we'll do another read-through this week. We'll see. My main thing I want to try and get to is the manhwas and manghas this week. Try to get some of them tackled. I haven't tackled the manghas specifically in a second, so I want to try and get those. Some lovin' and some Final Fantasy, ideally. But anyway, hey Jancy, hope you're doing well. I did see your message, by the way. I did read through that Instagram theory for, I think it was Iruma. Hold on. Let me just double check. But I did see your DM. I did see your DM on that thing, which was pretty interesting. Yeah, I did. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I did. I know I saw the DM. I read through the Instagram thing. But I just couldn't remember if it was for Iruma or Ichi the Witch. No, it's Ichi. And the theory was pretty cool. Like, the whole thing that you sent me. I was like, okay, it's pretty neat. But I did read through that. So that was pretty cool. At the end of the day, Komagi Gas is happening, so, you know, we'll be starting off with Ichi, seeing where that's going to be going with. But, at the end of the day, if she acquires this 7-star, I would be unbelievably shocked. I just, I want her to get gas. I want her to get, you know, her just dues, because she is one of the main team members that, not to say she's not pulling her weight, it's just she hasn't had a lot of moments to shine compared to the other members, and I feel like, you know, she needs to have her moment, her definitive thing that she brings to the table. However, if that actually ends up being her leading thing to getting a 7-star Majik, a legendary Majik, I assume because they are 7 stars, they are all legendary class. Or I'm sorry, epic class Majiks. Crazy. But we'll see. We shall see. Let me lower my Don music. Alright. So, I'm finally getting a bookshelf. My manga have been in boxes since we had moved almost 2 years ago. Listen, I am not gonna lie. I have a bookshelf and it's been filled, but now I'm using extra boxes. So, Yeah, I understand that feeling. I want to expand my library and have it be nice, but hey, nice. Awesome for you, man. My dad's actually building it for me. Oh, that's nice. I hope you help out with that. That'll be a little bonding moment with that. That's cool. Nice, Jancy. All right. Let's get into our readings for today. So we're going to do Each of the Witch first. Iruma, Hunter x Hunter, One Punch. Then we'll go through a couple chapters of Kagurabachi. Yeah. So, with this all being said, again, we left off with Ichi the Witch, where we are transitioning, I believe, into the combat arc of Amadoro trying to regain her fief area with her people that got captured by the two 7-star individuals, and Komugi looks like she's going to be coming up with a plan to take care of them. We shall see. And Boxer's here for some reason. Boxer, out of all the Maji keepers, was the one to be tasked to stay behind. But, alright. I mean, if Fujimai is nearby, it makes sense that we need to have one of these individuals stay with us now. So let's see what happens with this. Each of the Witch, Chapter 93, the 93rd Hunt, a beautiful break-in. This is Boxer. He is a Magi keeper. His job is to protect the people and the peace. Most people call him Boxy. I'm just going to call him Box. Though he would prefer to be called Star. So humble. Boxer was given 2 missions. 1. You're to keep an eye on Amadoro. Yes, Tricopto did detoxify her, but we have no proof that Fujimai's brainwashing has been completely removed. There is still a slight possibility of a lingering effect that we can't ignore that risk. That's fair. Usually, I guess, when you get hypnotized by her, not a lot of people are going to be able to live from the end of it. So, he's keeping that in mind because he also was affected by it way back when. So, he is trying to gain probably a strategy for his own worst-case scenario. 2, you are to investigate Hikari, who's part of the 7 stars. When Amadoro attempted to acquire that Maji, Fujimai jumped in to stop her. I have to wonder why. True. That's a good point. Again, it is kind of crazy. I didn't get the impression that she was genuinely going to acquire this guy. Because it looked like, you know, he had her by her fucking neck. But, I mean, they've been saying it like chapter after chapter now. That I guess, yeah, Amadoro was really... She was this close to getting Hikari. So, alright. I credit where credit's due. This is only a hunch, but maybe Fujimai... maybe to Fujimai, Hikari holds some kind of special meaning. In her own warped way, he's kind of on the money. He is a savant at trying to figure out the evil machinations of Fujimai. But we shall see if she's even going to be in this arc. Keep an eye on Amadoro and discover what is Fujimai's connection to Hikari. Those are your 2 missions. I'm counting on you, Boxy. And thus... Whose hog are we riding? I'm assuming Amadoro's. What the fuck is this thing? Hey, is this like her equivalent of a broom? She rides a fucking motorcycle? A magic bike? And it's got wings. This is a pimped out ride right here. Something you would see like in the early 2000s. I'm afraid you have no choice but to make room for one more. Big ass seat. I'm going to assume it's Amadoro's because it has the witch's sigil here and here. And it's got a skull on here. Flames right here. Crazy like diesel pumps here. Extra exhaust. Some kind of fur thing in the back. Again, a throne, a literal throne. Khonshu skull here, and then demon wings coming out the back here. Just a gnarly ride. So this is probably her transportation thing here, and Dakaris is just chilling. Dakaris, Box, Ichi, Goku, Amadoro, and Komugi getting princess carried. Okay. Right. We gotta feed some people in the audience. We gotta feed them. Interesting. Yeah, alright, here we go. Wait, did we see this before? No way. I remember we went over, like, the whole diagram of the brooms and transportations, where they brought down, like, oh, well, traditionally, witches use brooms, but we actually have adapted our magic system. Basically, you can use anything with variable different stats to them. Like, you know, we had the whole thing about something that's worth for speed versus agility versus stamina, all that stuff. But did we actually see this thing? I don't remember this. Oh, actually, it's referenced here. The 51st hunt. All right, I'll go back and check. The 51st hunt. So that was her. That's her ride. That is her choice of vehicle transportation. I do not remember this. Yeah, you totally built this one for yourself. How much did it cost? Don't let Master Monogold know, okay? Oh, it's her ride. Oh, the engineering witch here. Oh, okay. All right. So this thing really does seat 5 people, even though we've got 6 here. Yeah, this is my own personal ride. Okay, so Amadoro and the engineering witch, I forget her name. They prefer this. Cool. Her name is Carmel. Wait, Carmel Milk Tea. Okay. Really? Cute name. And here I thought it was just some pointlessly gaudy bike Love Joe built for herself on the sly. Okay, Love Joe, that's her name. There's nothing pointless on this spectacular machine, of course. He's an engineering bro himself, so he can respect this marvel, if you will. According to Love Joe, the huge frame is so it's sturdy enough to take massive bursts of magical energy without cracking, and its engine's finely tuned, boosting its speed and maneuverability the more magical energy the driver has. Yeah, only Master Amadoro carry this many people this far. Oh, right, because she has the highest mana pool of the elite witches. She has stamina for days. But still a hand-built masterwork craftsmanship to complete its ripper down to the smallest detail. Sure, got it. So really, Amadoro's like the perfect person to ride this. And though Love Joe says this is her personal bike, I don't know, she could probably utilize this to the fullest extent. Then what's the purpose of all the fancy decorations? There isn't one. They're merely for show, of course. Gotta have a trademark. Then they are pointless stuff on it. Even with the admittedly less than functional decoration, this is still an exceptional machine that shows off both the mechanics' knowledge of magic items and their own playful side. Boxer. Extolling the virtuous of one's own taste is beauty in of itself. I approve. Dakaris, how come you got a seat? Why don't you switch with me? Komugi riding lap seat right now. Master Amadoro, I'm really sorry about this, but not just for sitting in such an awkward spot, but just being allowed to accompany you on this hunt is too great of an honor. Yo, have some respect. You are constantly working with one of her peers, and you've been on some crazy hunts right now. You gotta give yourself more love, even if you haven't done much. I know that you only ever work with other members of the venerable Ribbon Candy family. Yeah, I mean, that's only got her so far, though. Even if someone offered you to aid, if they weren't from the family, you wouldn't take them with you. Maybe, just throwing this out there, that's not a good strategy, but hey, you know. And yet I insisted on coming, dragging all of them with me. This was my idea, Master. This was my idea, Master. Please scold me, not them. Miss Komagi, Harvest. I owe you my own gratitude, not my ire. When I heard you courteously offer to assist me. Oh, is my music over? Hold on. Let me get more music up. Cowboy. Yeah. But yeah, we talked about this last time where I thought, like, you can only accept certain individuals to go with you. It's like, yeah, but I feel like in the worst case scenario, you probably need, like, a sound team, no matter where their backgrounds are from. But, you know. I owe you my own gratitude, not my ire. When I heard you had courteously offered to assist me, I was actually overjoyed. Explain. On your suggestion alone, you summoned this many stalwart allies to my cause. Oh. But most of all, you gave me a way to get back those that captured, those captured children. All right, so Komagi already getting the admiration of an elite witch. Thank you. Miss Harvest, I, Amadoro Ribbon Candy, have the highest respect for your thoughtfulness. God damn. Someone's getting a little flustered. The strong jaw of Ribbon Candy is fucking nuts. All right. So Komagi already getting some love. No, please don't mention it. Although, once again, if there was any family lineage to Komagi, this is probably the time to do it. So the fact that there isn't any, just saying. I don't want to destroy that theory. I don't want to be like the iceberg to your Titanic theory. But, yet again, it's not who she is. It's what she's done is why she's getting shout out from Ribbon Candy. I mean, you truly are a courageous maiden. You aren't a witch or a Magi keeper or even a augmented human. You're merely a researcher. Oh, they don't even classify Komagi as a witch? That's crazy. Damn. I mean, I know she's on, like, the bottom of the totem pole, but she's not even considered a true blue witch? We're gonna have to change that. You're merely a researcher, a record keeper, yet you volunteer to risk your life on this incredibly dangerous mission. In recognition of your own valor, I vow to keep you safe, no matter what happens. Oh, well, that sounds like a foreshadowing, if I ever heard one. An ominous future. Although, Ribbon Candy dying after 2 arcs? That would be kind of weird. But it would definitely set up like, oh, yeah, 2 7-stars. Yeah, we can't just, you know, willy-nilly walk in here. And we're already there at the mobile fortress. Hold on. But okay, so we're already there. So I guess Ribbon Candy can go long distance, and because of her output power, she can actually amp the speed too. So it didn't seem like we would take that long to get here. All right. This is the point of no return. Those who enter the dimensional tower do not leave. Interesting. A dimensional tower. So we had a time zone. Now we have a space area. All right, Nishi. Cook. This is Hikari's lair. Gotcha. And this is the entrance. Welcome. 2 hands from the 1 hand Majik with blood leathering. Are they really going to let us in that easy? Amadoro, what did you do last time? Oh, you know, it's going to be straightforward. Don't worry, Dakaris. Something tells me that A, they probably didn't set up a lot of traps because Hikari doesn't seem like that kind of Majik. And or B, we'll just, once again, show force. We'll go over. That'll be nice. In this vast hall, we see a cloaked individual. this cloak individual again staring at this mural of a witch being impaled. Nauffer, is that you? Is that you, girl? You being stinky here? So this, oh, well, the little short Majik maybe from last chapter. I'll have to go back and remember their name. Maybe it's them. Very petite individual. This is in the fucking tower. What is this place? They're like, there's like an altar to pray for like witches to die or something. They went full hog on this. No pun intended with the motorcycle. And we just entered in like that. We're going guns blazing. Very nice action panel here. Whew. Infiltration completed. You can't even call that infiltration. Just call it fucking sieging. That was a break-in, not infiltration. Yeah, Dakaris, exactly. Didn't let Komagi get hurt. Ichi's impressed. Gokuraku chillin'. Boxer fixing his hair. Oh, let's do that again. No. Is everyone all right? Yep. Yes, sir. All right. It's the little Majik. Very ticked off. Naturally. Oh, that's it? Oh, my God. That felt... Oh, there was not too much with this chapter, which was kind of sad. Because the last chapter also felt the same way. I was like, please. Please, I need some more meat on this bone. We're starving over here. But okay, another kind of setup chapter. Not too bad. I just wanted more. But we are quickly now getting into this arc, which is, I guess, nice. We're not going to, like, spend too much travel time or whatever just to get here. So let's see. We had Boxer's mission parameter be explained to us. Potential side effects of Fujimai's venom jellyfish ability. And then why she obsessed with Hikari. Chun is trying to figure out his own theories on why it's going on here. It's just going to be, hey, I want you because lol, why not? That seems more up Fujimai's alley. Does she have any greater plans outside of that? Who knows? She seems to be an individual that flies off the seat of their own coattail rather than be like a Eisen level kind of strategic master planner. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is a method to the madness that he's trying to figure out. But that's Boxer's mission. We get this explanation that this is instrument of transportation that Gokuraku and Candy Ribbon are trying to defend is actually a genius level craftsmanship here. Let me actually go back now that I am here. It was 51, apparently. Because I genuinely don't remember this. I remember they went over the different transportations. Yeah. Love Joe. Yeah, these two engineering geeks over here. Right, yeah, the Voluya, the flying skateboard things, the hoverboards. They test it out. They do some cool tricks. They go over the min-maxing ability. But we humans are born with perfectly good legs to help us. Right, oh yeah, because they don't have... she doesn't have good magic to travel. Yeah. Yeah, this thing was like low tier for her to actually use. Fair enough, it was there. The motorcycles. So we have skates, bicycles, dinghy, all that. And then we had the legendary old school broomstick that Ichi somehow just brought along with him. To this day, I'm not too sure exactly how or where he kept this, but he just did. Yeah. I figured we were going to have more build up to the broom, but not. It was just there, so... I'm actually surprised he doesn't have that now. They made, like, such a big deal highlighting this ancient broom. They even gave, like, a whole page, and we don't have it here. Alright, well... guess you can't have everything, but... yeah, so we do get a little callback to that. Nishi's good with that. Komagi and Amadora are bonding about how, you know, one is being beneficial to the other and vice versa, and how they are both grateful for each other. Very nice. Komagi getting her early on ups. Will it continue through the arc? I hope so, but we'll see. Then we do the break-in, which again isn't really a break-in. It's just we're going to ram into an area and hope for the best. So the outside looks like presents, but the inside is genuinely like a nice cathedral area, at least for this one section. So I wonder if there's like some Harry Potter distortion of space going on here, where it's like the outside does not represent the inside. Probably is my guess. What is this altar all about? Like, why are they like we know that they don't like humans. That's the whole point of being a human hater Majik. But this seems very cult-like now. This like has almost this higher organization and thought process behind human and witch hating, to the point of they're making a quasi faith out of this. Like, how is this getting started? Where is this coming from? Oh, hold on. Be right back. Give me 1 second, everyone. All right. There we go. Got ice cream. A nice treat on a hot day. But anyway, so yeah, again, a lot of the story elements that I want to see for the world building, I'm hoping is going to come with this. And this little dude, what was his name? That's with Hikari and the hand Majik, that I speculate is probably going to be like another level top tier threat, like Pooh. Sukimaru, yeah, Sukimaru. So we have Mayu and Hikari, the two 7 stars, and this entity here. Why is he literally praying for the downfall of witches? Something I want to know. Could be fascinating. So good. Yeah, so outside of that, not really too much. Again, felt like a quick chapter that Nishi kind of pumped out. I want one of those extra long chapters, like the Cares chapter. That was fucking really good. That felt long. That felt meaty. Potentially a battle chapter next chapter, I imagine. If I'm gonna speculate who's gonna take on Sukimaru out of the main gang, I could see like Box and Kagurabachi. They could probably take him on, leaving Ichi, Dakaris, Amadoro, and Komagi. They'll go on ahead to face the two 7 stars. Yeah. All right, let me read some comments, and then we'll get into Iruma, as I enjoy my ice cream. So good. All right. Boxster, channeling his inner Zeze. Oh, yeah. Nishi loves her pretty arrogant boys over here. For sure. It is giving me Zeze energies. Yes, we have seen this bike before in Chapter 51, right before the Chrono Weaver arc. Yeah. Apparently we did. And I just blipped it from my mind. I guess because that arc was just so pivotal, I was like, anything that's not crucial to Crow and Minerva, get it out of my mind. Gokuraki, you are a freaking nerd. He is. Him and, what's her name? Lovejoe. They're a perfect match for each other. Take that for what you will, which I know some of you will. What's up, Core? I know out of topic, but Shiba from Kagurabachi will receive generational slander once anime is aired. This week's chapter. Fuck. Well, okay. Don't spoil me. But the comment section for the last video, and some people were DMing me about this. The way that people are talking about Mr. Shiba, not spoiled by anything, thank God. But they're talking about Mr. Shiba like he's Minato. And not the Minato that we all want to glaze and love from Naruto, but the slander aspect of Minato, the fastest man that does, you know, all these cool tricks and puts the fear of God into people, but he's fast, but he can't save anyone. And I've been hearing that, yeah, Shiba's getting a lot of slander for something. So Koro, you're not the first one. Tell me this week. I don't know. When we catch up, we'll see. But damn. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of weird that he has been taking more of a back seat. Even though he's the teleportation guy, maybe he might want to step up a little bit more, but I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but we'll see. But knowing anime community, if there is a whiff of slander material, they're going to fucking breed that for a mile. So, yeah, you're probably right. Finally, Komagi getting her respect. Yeah, again, I want Komagi to get her respect. Absolutely. It's high time Komagi got something for herself. It's just how far are we going to give that for her reasonably? I want to see. I personally believe that Amadoro is gonna view Komagi as one of her family, so as relatives, and she's gonna become the big sister that Komagi wishes Specca was. Specca always viewed Komagi as stepping. True. Yo, Specca, I mean, regardless how this arc ends, there's going to be a conflict with her and Specca again. She better watch herself. We're not doing any more of that. We're not doing any more of that shit that happened beforehand. I mean, she already stepped up a little bit, but stepping up even further with her sister. And if she doesn't watch herself, if you are right, these two are going to have a sister relationship going forward. Yeah, don't try it, Specca. Don't try it. What was she, like a lieutenant witch or something? Good luck. Good luck, Specca. For her success, try to put her down, make her feel guilty about her eye, whereas Amadoro gave Komagi the respect that she deserves, vowing that she will protect her, when she wasn't able to do all that for all the other girls in her family. Yeah, she's humble about her own failings, which is nice. Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Leroy Jenkins. Sorry if I blew out your ears. My bad. I'm zebra like that. But yeah, Leroy Jenkins. Our plan, attack. We don't have any other plans here. Damn, aside from the stained glass window depicting a witch getting impaled, it's a damn nice in it. Yeah, it is. I'm actually shocked on how the decorum was. I thought we were going to match energy from the outside, like this weird depiction of presence and whatnot. Couldn't be further from the truth. Like, it's regal. It's a almost holy sight here. So again, how and why is this thing here? Outside of fueling their hatred. Begs to wonder. Sugimaru, hey, I worked hard on that. There's a whole damn chapel in here. So does that imply that the Majiks have their own religion? Yup. I mean, World Hater is deemed to be the god Majik. Yep, right. Like, how much of a culture do they have? And then this once again goes to my argument. They look down on humans, even though they have the exact same fundamental problems as humans. So, you know, oh, you guys have wars with each other. You guys breed conflict. You have silly superstitions that drive you all mad. Hello? You're making a religion right now. And no offense to any worshippers. Religion has its place in society, of course, but more often than not, it causes a lot of issues too. And can blind people in their pursuits. So the fact that they are making a quasi-religion is like, again, pot calling the kettle black right now. So, But anyway. For the love of God, please give Komagi the skates. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. I want her to have the skates. Then she'll really be in her card captor soccer era. Oh, yeah, you did mention that before. And someone else did, too. Like, someone said, like, Komagi gives card captor Sakura. I never read or watched that series. Yeah, someone said that. Yeah, I could see that. I can see that. That'd be cute. And funny. The fandom is speculating that Tsukimaru is gonna switch sides simply over the fact that Tsukimaru Kerps getting disrespected by Hikari. Also because they're too cute and seem very marketable as a mascot. True. You know what? Maybe Tsukimaru. Maybe Tsukimaru will be Komugi's Majik that she captures here. Maybe that's going to be her prize. I could see that. I could see that. It's not bad. But, again, if I had to do matchups, Gokuraku and Boxer probably are going to take this guy on. Then the 7 stars are left. They'll be left to Komagi, Amandoro, Ichi, Dakaris. But, again, we'll see. My stream keeps buffering? No. I mean, my signal's fine. Like, this week, again, we had an issue where, for whatever reason, my Wi-Fi was fine, but OBS and YouTube were having an issue, so I don't really know. There's only so much knowledge I can really give onto this situation, but yeah, no, it looks fine on my end, but alright, I'll keep an eye out for it. I know we have some bad weather coming soon, but alright. We'll just have to play it by ear. Just try and reload your system. It might be something on your end, I don't know. Koru, I started reading Ichi the Witch again. I'm in the chapter that shows Dakaris' backstory of her brother dying. Sorry, I butchered the name. It's okay. I butcher her name 1,000 times over. You're in a safe space. Yeah, that's a good chapter. That's a very good chapter. I mean, it's a good chapter in a very excellent arc. That's by far the best arc in the story. Yeah, I thought that my network at first, but yeah, it's buffering. Fuck. Oh, all right. I mean, I don't know. I have green bars all over. Yeah, my service says it's excellent. My Wi-Fi's fine. I don't know. All right. Well, thank you for letting me know. I'm not really sure what's going on then. If it gets worse, just let me know. Maybe I might have to, like, temporary pause and restart the stream. We'll see. World Hater Majik, Hunter x Hunter's newest big villain, and the Sword Saint of Kagurabachi are all top villains of the current gen. I can't get behind that. Sword Saint is still the scariest. We'll see. Depending on the villain that you're referring to for Hunter x Hunter. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Depending on the person you're talking about Hunter x Hunter. If it's a certain fourth prince, I'm fucking petrified, man. I'm petrified of this monster. Beefy chapter next time. Maybe some combat. We'll see. Okay. That was HxH. Excellent reading and chatting. Now it's time. Iruma-kun. We are now going to be reading off of Manga Deck, so you have a link in the chapter in the chat. And then for VOD Gang, hope you guys are doing well. You have a link in the description down below. So, last time we left off, we are in a very precarious situation with our main duo that follow Iruma. We have Az and Carla. Kind of just are mentally at a loss of what to do next. Also, Sullivan and his boys. Sullivan and his gang are a true friendship right here. These three are the best of friends, which I appreciate. But Carla and Az are just trying to grapple with the fact of their own insecurity and why they couldn't help Iruma, not because they hated him. They just genuinely didn't know what to do. Especially Carla, she has her own, obviously from her own arc, her own mental stuff that she goes through on a daily basis. And now her worst fears are literally coming to life. So we have talked about how she has more of the mature mind. She has more of a deeper understanding of the world around her than initially first thought. So to have this kind of reflective moment with her was very sad and tough. Now we are going to have, obviously, probably Az's point of view during this arc, or during this chapter. So I'm excited to see what he's going to think. At the end of the day, nothing's going to change. They're not going to say, fuck Iruma, how dare he, we're not going to help him. They're going to keep their promise. They're going to keep their promise. We're going to go save him, and we're going to arouse the Misfit class to help him out, too. Okay. Let's get going. Welcome to Demon School, Chapter 453. The same. That individual. Iruma-sama is special. So Az is already thinking about his boy. I heard he's the principal's grandson. Oh, wow. Oh, flashbacking. Nice. I heard he's the principal's grandson. Oh, wow. How strong do you think he is? Probably the strongest of all the first years. I had my misgivings at first. Interesting. When did he have his misgivings? Because it seems like after chapter 1, he was sold. He was sold. I guess maybe before pledging fealty. After he got his ass beat. I had my misgivings at first, but they were quickly blown away. Egg Grandpa-san. Always love to see it. He recited a forbidden spell. He had the top score of cold faster than you could blink. Apparently, he made a demon his own familiar. Yeah, a teacher too. let's not overlook it. He made a teacher his familiar. A rank 8 demon his familiar. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's crazy. Before I knew it, I respected him so much. Cheerful and gentle. He was always at the center of something, always drawing the attention and pulling others to the side. He had faced any and every hardship head on, never losing heart. That he did. And overcame it all with his might. His unflinching, earnest gaze. When they were on the park bench. Yeah. When they were on the park bench and he had that vision again of Iruma as the Demon King. Yeah, I remember that. Sparked a flame in my heart more times than I could have hoped to count. Oh yeah. The fandom also was lit ablaze too. This individual, the Devil Ball, the many-ear arc, Iruma-sama is special. He alone is suited to rise to the situation of Demon King and rule over the Netherworld. And I want to witness that right from his side. Iruma-sama is my greatest inspiration as a demon. That's tough. As a demon. But does that change if he's a human? Can a human inspire a demon to be a better demon? Something for the philosophers right there. Try and eat before it melts. I'm a human. And then his world holds stilled. I'm sorry for hiding all this time. A human? Iruma-sama's not a demon, but a human. Maybe that goes to show you, trying to be the best demon around by your society standpoint means jack shit. Something felt like it suddenly gave way. I couldn't move a single step. My body felt like lead, and before I knew it, I was here. Carla, what do I do? Irumachi's going away. What if he never comes back? As. What is this squirming inside of me right now? Grief, rage, disappointment, shame, panic. I think Nishi is very good at depicting I use this loosely, human mindset of shock. The wave of emotion that kind of traverses our mind when something traumatic happens. I think she's very good at that. Especially visually depicting that is something I think she's excellent at. I think she's good at physical and mental, emotional spectrum depiction. Which I think sometimes not a lot of authors take the time to do that, to express that. Like, there's good artwork, obviously, especially, like, you know, scenery, character designs, combat. But there's something that has been lacking in the sphere of emotional distress that not a lot of mangaka will take time to do. I think we've been seeing it more and more with the new generation of authors, which is great. But I think Nishi's like a class of her own when it comes to depicting that. But hey, that's my opinion. No, it's not. This is fear. Oh, from Puss in Boots, fear. All this time, up until now, what has Iruma-sama been feeling? I can't stop imagining it. It completely flooded my mind. Their entire memories, their everything that they've had. Back then, and then as well. He must have been truly terrified, and yet he stood, man. He stood on business. Yeah, he was scared, for sure, but he stuck all the way through here. As a human, peril and anxiety have been his constant companions. What if someone discovered he was human? What if he had been devoured, used for experiments, reviled as a liar? He would lose his everyday life forever. You can say it was cowardice, but in a way, it was hopeful determination despite all the consequences that he pushed through, despite all those things that could happen to him. And the cruelest of all, no one in all of the Netherworld could ever understand his fear. Yeah, he's literally an alien by their own standards. Most people's standards. He's literally a ugly duckling in a world of fucking killer ducks. He is literally not built to be here on paper. On paper. Iruma-sama is special. No, that's wrong. Iruma-sama is so much weaker than I had ever knew. So much more fragile. And he must have been so incredibly lonely. That's nice. Recognition that being here is a unimaginable state that no one could know. It'd be like taking one of them to the human world. No one would truly comprehend what they go through. He carried that secret that no one in all the Netherworld could know. Well, some people did. It must have been so terrifying. It must have been so painful. And yet he smiled through it all. He found moments of joy. I was always by his side. I must have had so many chances to know this. Okay, all right, that beats my idea. That did Az ever wonder in the back of his head? Okay. Fair enough. And yet I never did. I couldn't support him. What good am I? How could I call myself his soulmate? The ring. There we go. Here comes the emotional support Carla. Even though she's facing her own mental anguish right now. A loneliness no one else can understand. You know, if it weren't for Irumachi, I bet we would have met. Carla and I were alone as well, in their own way, yeah. Their loneliness was brought together. It's a bit different, but we know all that loneliness. And the one that brought us together was Iruma-sama. That's what we had thought. But that's not quite right. We all carried our own loneliness. True. He, too, was just a normal boy. And by pure chance, we met here. We cried, got angry, laughed, and took each other by the hand. Very nice. This is a nice reminiscent of their time together. I appreciate this. The three of us. We're like a miracle. I understand well. My own immaturity and inadequacy. I think she used the same word for that. No matter how many of my regrets consume me, right now there is just one thing I had wished for. I want to be with Iruma-sama. That's what his heart tells him, man. Just like Henry. My demon instincts probably are there to eat something like Iruma, but I don't care. I just want to be with him. Yeah, there we go. Carla. Carla being the hidden rock that they all need. Let's go. Together. To bring back We moving, people. We moving. We moving. Not this chapter, but I promise you, next chapter, these two misfits, probably, Amory they'll get, and I'm hoping Mephisto. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, we're moving. We're gonna get there. I promise you. Let me see. Let me see what the Reddit people are saying. Open you in the school Iruma Mafia edit spinoff gets. Is this it coming? I swear we've been hearing this for a while now. Let's see. If the Misfits class met Class 1A, would their meaning be like? Would be like, and who would get along with who? Okay. Well, first of all, I've said this a while ago, and I'll say it again. The Misfits are a way better class. They're just a way better and way more interesting class. I guess I'll just keep it on this page. This has a better shot of it. They are a much more, not only cohesive class, they in general are just way more interesting than most of this class. And already, almost all of them have had a moment to shine. Almost. Meanwhile, it took to the final arc to get some of them any screen time. Like, nah. Misfit class clears Class A in that regard. If they met, I think, for the most part, they're going to get along. You're going to have Bakugo brush up against someone like Alistair, Asmodeus. Maybe Sobnok would get him pissed off too, but for the most part, I think the thing is, like, the Misfit class are just such fucking, like, goobers and chillers versus just regular, more diligent Class A people that I think, if anything, Class A has to, like, work around these guys a little bit. But, yeah, it would get along. It would get along. Yeah, for the most part. Interesting question, though. All right, but let me see if there's anything major. If not, I'll just read through the comments, and then we'll get into Hunter x Hunter. Amory still doesn't know Iruma was taken. Not yet. Don't worry, though. She's going after future husband. I promise you. Highlight of this week: flying bike, stay together, and the promise. True. True. A showdown, a match we all want to see. Oh yeah, the Wolf brothers, the Cerberus brothers are gonna have their showdown. It's gonna be nasty. Okay. You mustn't be a nuisance. Oh, from the Mafia? What was it? Not amusement park. Oh my god. The circus arc in the Mafia thing was very good. Very, very good. Chapter single-handedly had fixed my issue with Az. Wait, people had issues with Az? What the fuck did people have issues with Az? Now I'm actually curious. What the fuck? Why? Wait, people had issues with Az? I always felt like he was the weakest character of the group. He just glazed Iruma constantly and didn't allow himself to be independent. It felt cheap, like the only reason he's together with him is because he's going to be the Demon King. No, there were chapters where he literally had thought process about being different and lonely. There's literally a chapter where he talks to Led about how his upbringing and being, you know, a noble made him feel so isolated. And how he wanted to be, quote-unquote, more normal to hang out with Iruma now. You could say it wasn't as deep until now, but to say he had no other character outside of being a Iruma Glazer, I think that's not fully true. I mean, hell, we had during the Heartbreaker exam, he didn't want to use his bloodline ability. He was actively going to almost lose his match in the pursuit of him not using his inner familiar ability, whatever that is, because he feels great shame. And he even told Iruma that one day I will tell you what my ability is. I mean, I don't know. I feel like he has character stuff, or whatever. He finally sees his own weakness in Iruma and respects him for that, and now he doesn't say, oh, he's going to be the Demon King. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not just Demon King stuff, obviously. Everyone wants to have someone aspire to be the Demon King, especially in this era. But Iruma is literally just a force of nature that's just so peculiar in their time of the Netherworld. But specifically for these characters like Az and Carla, and even at a large, the Misfits class as a whole, that they are literally misfits. They're being brought together by the biggest misfit of them all, someone who genuinely doesn't belong here. And not only is he saying, you guys are spectacular, and you guys are worth giving a damn about, we can literally rise and be some of the greatest people in our society that literally told us we're special, but not in a good way. But obviously, yes, it's more of a friendship thing now. And now he doesn't say, he especially says the revelation would ruin his life, and yet he chooses to be with Iruma. Sure, I guess. Again, I disagree. I think he's always had good character stuff. But this chapter, if you want to say he had even more character stuff, sure. Where the fuck? Bring me back. Yeah, so Omri should be coming soon. Love how they instantly changed the topic when they realized that Iruma was uncomfortable. Yeah. Again, Mr. Class as a whole, they're good characters, man. They're really good characters. Uncle Narvis came to visit. True. Where is this motherfucker? Where is he? Where is he? We need him now. Like, we need him and like his brother to square up. The Narvis clan has to get like deep dive into. Carla appreciation. That's always nice to see. Again, Carla and Az are excellent characters. They are excellent friends. If Ball is adopted, why does he look so much like them? To mimic their style, probably. Maybe he's like a branch family member, something like that. Like the Hyuga clan in Naruto. Alright, doesn't seem like there was too many discussions. Fair enough. Oh, true, the hunger scene. His endless thing of hunger. Yeah, Ball even admits, like, hey, Iruma's fucking weird. This guy, if he became the Demon King, would be a problem. He has, like, endless hunger. Yeah, I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me, definitely. Yeah, not too much. Okay. Alrighty. Iruma parents are real? Okay, I'll read that later. Alright, let me go through chat, and then we're going to go into Hunter x Hunter. Oh, this is going to be good. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, I can feel it in my bone. Alright, let's see what chat has to say. So, Iruma-kun and I'm assuming you're saying Ichi, not Itachi. That would be crazy, though. Iruma-kun and Ichi, the witch, give me similar vibe. Both are real fun. Then suddenly get serious? Yeah. Although I would say there's more serious aspects to Ichi. than Iruma. But yes, that is intentional, created by the same person. I'm telling you, Yushi calculates her shit because she drops this chapter from the latest episode that came out yesterday at Asmodeus glazing Iruma, that he's a god and fears nothing. True. That is a possibility. I would say that they probably do have coordination between them in the anime. Yes, Carla and Az. I know, Jancy. More fuel for the fire. Which, again, if it happens, I'm not against that. Quarter, by the way, there was a debate a year ago that Kagurabachi's first 50 chapters are better than JJK's first 50 chapters. The first 50 chapters of JJK? Fuck me, man. I gotta honestly have to remember. Where did we end off with JJK? By 50? Because I would say I started off with the anime. And then I read the chapters after I was done each season. Oh. We're in the Tokyo Exchange arc. Okay. Still fighting Nanami. Or not Nanami. Fuck, the plant. I forget. And Boogie Woogie was just getting introduced. And Black Flash. Oh, that's tough. That's actually, first 50 chapters of Kagurabachi, we had Chihiro and his dad, then him getting executed, then 3-year skip. He's hunting down mafiosos and evil sorcerers. Gets into a crime ring that's selling people, specifically a little girl, because she's from a clan that heals. And then they're trying to make artificial weapons. A man that questions his father's mentality and wishes. Then the second arc gets into a new side character that becomes a very crucial character with interesting martial art prowesses and teleportation lore. And also societal underbelly stuff again. Big family drama. And again, more lore exploring the swords and philosophy question for the MC. Then in the third arc, once again, physical and inner turmoil for the MC to go through by the end of it. To understand what people are making of their legacies and where does he stand with his journey, with his path of revenge, which he even says it is a revenge arc. And he's doomed to hell. And the characters that work alongside him and then choose to do their own path of righteousness. And then you have JJK. Sukuna getting revived. Ichi teaming up with the gang. Getting them slowly introduced. Then he gets bopped out. Sidelined from the rest of them. Has a side quest mission with a guy that gets fucking destroyed and manipulated very tragically. Mahito. Fucking Mahito. And then he gets brought back here. That's tough. I think I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna give it slightly to JJK, but there are a lot of deep shit with Kagurabachi's 50 chapters, for sure. I'm gonna give it slightly JJK, just because it is so off-kiltered of what the arc strat was, but that might be a little biased. And because I've been through JJK a lot longer. But for right now, JJK, but slightly. It's not like a disparaging gap. But that's actually an interesting debate right there. Okay. Yeah, so that's my opinion on it. I love both, but I don't know anything super good happened in JJK before the hidden inventory arc. Yeah, nothing amazing. I think the fact that you had Yuji get separated the way that he did from the main cast of characters was pretty cool. Oh, Gojo versus Jogo. Domains getting explained. That was cool. That was definitely cool. Again, you have Todo already introduced. Fucking Todo, legendary. Mahito, that I feel like a lot of these other characters, like Jobber and the one guy that we just got in Kagurabachi from the third arc, are kind of definitely inspired by. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give it like slightly towards them because of the X factor I think they had at the time. But the deep shit is there for Kagurabachi. 100%. 100%. But then by the time we get to the hidden inventory arc, if we want to compare the fourth arc, well, like, no, because the fourth arc is the mini side quest. I forgot about that. The mini arc with Nobara and Yuji against the Blood Brothers. But apparently this upcoming arc for Kagurabachi, the fourth arc, is going to be like really short. So that'll be a good comparison. But yeah, definitely by the time we get to hidden inventory arc, onward gets crazy for JJK. It gets crazy. So Kagurabachi, by the time we get to somewhere similar in length to that, Kagurabachi is going to have to really impress me. It's going to have to really impress me if I had to like put over JJK. No pressure, but yeah, like there's a certain point that JJK just like fucking exudes, and then it kind of dips, but then it rises again, and then it kind of dips by the end of it. But yeah, that's a good debate. That's a really good debate. Give me my damn dog fight. Yeah. The chapter of Az talking with Led happened a couple of weeks ago in the anime too. Cool. Where's Uncle Narberus? Most importantly, where's Mama Narberus? That is a good point. The Narberus family in general just need to have like a fucking sit down with each other. They just need to like sit down, have a conversation of like, hey, why are we just so dysfunctional as a family? This ain't cool. I can find that art again. Yeah. Just get all these goddamn dog family people and just have a conversation with everyone. Or have him fight his dad, have him fight his brother, same thing with him, and then just scrap it out. And then Mama Narberus will come out. Because, yeah. Alright. So that is Ichi the Witch in Iruma-kun. If you are just here for the niche section of the stream, I appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure to like the stream, comment down below which of the two did you like this week. I think I preferably am sliding towards Iruma because of the character arcs for our two, side characters to the MC, Az and Carla, very heart-touching. But Ichi was good too. Yeah, so comment down below which ones you liked more, and then make sure to subscribe to the channel. That's right, you. Join us in our quest to get Iruma-kun back. Yes, sir. Alright. And also, maybe Mephisto. He's gonna do shit. Please. Okay. That was Iruma and Ichi. So if you're here for that, thank you for stopping by. Time to read. It's time to really read now. Oh, yeah. We got the new Hunter x Hunter chapter, the official 416. Last time we left off, again, we are in the middle of the lockdown procedure. The martial law, the super martial law, is being implemented. We got some background working on Furkov and his relationship with his father beyond, and seeing how his ability works. Basically, his ability is pretty intricate, which, it's Hunter x Hunter. Most Nen abilities are. But even with his very meticulous habit and his power to try and counter the Sea Urn ritual, and also Beyond's plans, because fuck his father, he's literally just outplayed. He's outwitted. And his power, whatever his power, his curse ability is, it would take basically 3 years just to do anything. And he doesn't have 3 years. This is 2 months prior to them leaving during the Black Will incursion to the new world. He doesn't have 3 years to spend for his ability to activate and defeat his dad. So he's kind of in the pinch. Furikov is probably not going to personally succeed, but he's probably going to have something that allows to fuck up Beyond. He wants to help out Prince Benjamin. He is his savior. He is his prince that was promised on some Game of Thrones shit. He wants to make him basically the god of the Kaken Empire. Is that going to happen, though? Probably not. I think Benjamin will transcend into some kind of Nen entity, but I could also see Mr. Akurolo Lucifer being like, oh my. Phantom Hunt, and then fucking bring him into his goddamn book realm for a new ability, which would be fucking tragic, but it would give him a boost that he was looking for. So there was that. Again, Queen Oto and Kurapika are trying to get their strategy down pat to send this hidden message to Oto's sister so that she can confirm or deny where Wobble is. I assume he's not on the ship, or I'm sorry, she's not on the ship, but again, we don't really know yet. Kurapika has still yet to use his Downging Ball, which I think Togashi's just not going to have it be introduced or reintroduced because we want to hype up the stakes here and the questioning, because sure. Also, we got some interesting dialogue here about the language of Oto from her original family lineage is the equivalent of Japanese. So we now have the official introduction of the Koreans, the Chinese, and the Japanese equivalent in Hunter x Hunter. Very interesting. I kind of like that. So again, Kurapika's thinking like, okay, we have to think very carefully because we overplay this. Oto's sister's not going to figure out the code. And then we're not going to get Gon and Killua to help us. And it's a massive journey to get this message back to the coast for her sister to hopefully read in time. Meanwhile, again, Special Martial Law is being activated right now. So lockdown procedures are happening. I'm speculating the Phantom Troop are going to get caught up into this because they have to get to the top level at some point to do their thing. We see the other prince's reactions. Carmilla's like, fuck this. Third prince, Zhang, is doing something that's scaring Benjamin's guy, who's going to assassinate him. Fourth prince is zoned out. He's locked the fuck in. And due to the process of elimination, I'm starting to really suspect that if he doesn't have a bodyguard that's one of Beyond's kids, I am starting to come to the realization, or maybe just acceptance, he is Beyond's kid that's been speculated to be among the princes. And I would just be like, damn, really? We're gonna get this guy another step up? This goddamn monster? Again, this fucking freak of nature that needs to be just eradicated. We have to give him another step up? Whew. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah. So it's looking more and more likely, I think, in my mind, that he is probably Beyond's kid that he's put into this succession war to make sure that he has his plan, foolproof plan, to have the Kaken Empire be his relay base so he doesn't have to fuck around with the V4, V5, I forget what they were called, to get permission to go to the Dark Continent back and forth. He wants to set up a base at the fake continent with this new empire, whether it's his own kid that will win or his assets that he's placed to make sure one of the princes will favor him. Ingenious strategy all around, of course. So we saw them. We have Lazarus's camp. I'm sorry, not Lazarus. We have Tubaka's camp, the scientist, speculating what's going on with Benjamin. Must be serious. And Retsu over here, I forget his actual name, but he has like the predation Nen ability where, similar to Furikov, he has to spend a certain amount of time analyzing an opponent's Nen ability and typage for him to make a creature that can counter it. He's trying to figure out Tubibuzz, a scientific like frog over here, and also is getting the idea that Kurapika needs to be here for it to be activated for something. Tyson's on the move. A lot of the princes are being courted to Benjamin's camp so they can get executed. You have Lazarus camps trying to figure out where Lazarus has gone. He's making schemes right now this guard is basically saying by him being assaulted after he was trying to kill the prince, they're gonna like blackmail this entire situation to be like, see, these guys did some shit, and the Hunter Association, they're in trouble too. And then because it's a secret, but a badly kept secret, that Lazarus and also I'm assuming by proxy the fourth prince, and Zhang, they have mafia ties to the three bastard families of Nabisu. So by doing this, you're also taking the mafia families of each of these guys down as well. So again, a lot of pieces are being moved. Bisky's trying to think of like, hey, these guys are agitated, so something's going down. But she's thinking that it's best that we don't move her prince because his ability is so unknown. It could just fuck him up. And then Obito is under lock and key because they are now aware that Wobble is not, as of right now, officially here in their mind. And Kurapika is thinking again, like with the other guys, something's going on. So, that was the last chapter. Let's get into this. And then we'll get into One Punch Man and Kagurabachi. Prepare for a lot of reading, because I think this chapter, I think we're going to get some fights. I think we're going to get some scraps, but we're going to get some fights. And, of course, dialogue. Dialogue out the ass. All right. Quickly before we go into this, one last comment for Koru for the JJK Kagurabachi discussion we had a moment ago. Kagurabachi's next chapter that you're gonna start is kind of the best of the arc of Kagurabachi. Half arc is street level, then the final goes ballistic. JJK's fourth arc won't come close to it, I assure you. I meant the next arc. Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. Again, we'll get there. We'll get there. So we are reading off the Viz, so I don't have a link for you guys, but just want to let you guys know. Here we go. Hunter. Special martial law has been declared. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. So once again, they're corralling everyone on all the levels for special martial law procedures to be enacted. Again, I'm imagining the Phantom Troop are going to interact with this, and they're going to use this as a way to get up to level 1 somehow. Anyone who moves without express permission of the Royal Army will be targeted for elimination. Stay where you are. Yep, Benji Boy and Furikov, and forget this guy. They are ready to kill Carmilla. That's their first target. Chapter 416, A Proclamation. 12 hours from symptom onset to death. But the last 2 hours will be spent in a coma. I will be incapacitated. So I wonder... I guess it didn't matter because they knew this would take out... in their mind, it would take out Hulkenberg. Because he is a good Nen user. We've seen, like, this guy has been training his Nen a lot during this arc. If you are an expert at Nen usage, could you, like, stalt a disease? Because that's been a theory also with Beyond, if he has the zombie disease. I can stay active for 10 more... There we go. I can stay active for 10 more hours. I'll be finished. I'll finish this before my body gives out. Open the door. I need to talk to Carmilla. Her guards. Nah. It's martial law. Do you desire to be shot? Bring it on. You have 3 seconds to decide. Day 12. Thursday. 2:15 p.m. Special martial law has been declared. They burst in. Carmilla. Don't move. Stay there. Listen to me. How are we gonna overcome her hacked ability of you kill her, sheer Nen Beast takes you, eats you, and then revives her off of your body? There's got to be a way to work around this. And then she has a secondary Nen Beast that we have not yet seen do anything. Hey, she is quick, man. She is quick to draw. She's always ready to fucking bam bam someone. Comes in, lights him up. Aura, who cares? I have a bigger gun. Boom, boom. Don't try that shit with me, Carmilla. Oh, damn. Actually, hold on. Wow, he fucking obliterated her two assistants over here. Oh, my goodness. I'm well aware how you counter attack. Your ability will activate when you're killed. It's interesting. Damn, did they figure that out? I forgot they knew that. Is that why you're not shooting me? Pathetic. I guess the best you can do is to lock me up and starve me to death. That's been something we've been wondering, too, for this arc. For her ability, if she starves to death, or if she suffocates by natural causes, stuff like that, does her ability activate? Is it malice intent? Or can it be happenstance? Like, let's say, for instance, they're in a room that has reinforced walls that are plated, where a regular bullet can be shot, and it can zip around in an unknown fashion. If I just randomly shot up, bam, and it just flings around for a period of time, and it just so happenly hits her in a vital area, does my intent still travel over from that gun shot to activate her ability, or is it disconjointed enough from where her Nen Beast will not be activated? This is on some, like, JoJo's Part 8 shit. Is their intent still there that matters for her ability to be activated? I would argue no. If it's, like, random cause of effects and chain mechanisms being activated and it's out of my control that kills her nonetheless, I would argue her beast can't be activated. But again, that's like super risky. You cannot calculate that shit. Is that why you're not shooting me? Pathetic. I guess the best you can do is lock me up and starve me to death. Do it. It would be like a waiting game while I starve to death, or you have one of her assistants come in. There's also the idea of, if you kill her and then you immediately kill yourself, does her ability not then activate because you already killed yourself right afterwards? Like, how would that work? You'll be cursed to death first, question mark. Carmilla's soldier kills himself. Together onto death, your highness. Prince Benjamin. Fuck, alright. We have some another ability coming in here. Could be her secondary ability that we haven't seen. Bro, Benjamin! Oh, no. Oh, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I wanted some, action to be happening soon. Fuck me, man. Yo, Carmilla, like, again, she's bratty, but she plans, man. She's one of the top threats in this arc for a reason, man. Whew. Okay, I'm thinking this has something to do with her secondary Nen Beast that we haven't seen do anything yet. Alright, so this guy kills himself. He activates some kind of Nen after death curse, which I know a lot of people have been complaining about for this arc, that there's a little bit too much of those, and also specialists. But this is a very highly contained arc, so to me it's not too bad, but whatever. Dust in the Wind, Hell Fruit, Yomo Toots Higui. Okay, something. Hell Fruit. Whatever Hell Fruit is, activates. Benjamin is getting swarmed by this malicious Nen. Benjamin, fight back, man. You want to become a god. You better fucking fight back, my brother. Oh, what the fuck? What kind of Sharingan genjutsu is he under? Curse complete. Poor you. Mosawa focused on it for over 10... Brother, yo, the prep time for these Nen users are ridiculous. What do you mean he's been prepping for 10 years? Okay, that's... To me, this is more of a pet peeve than the other stuff that Togashi's been introducing. What do you mean these characters have been, like, prepping for, like, decades, man? I don't understand. What are you talking about? 10 years? This guy's been in service for you and was preparing this for that long? 10 years. Mosawa had focused on it for 10 years and fulfilled... Oh, that was a her? I could not tell. That was a woman? Oh, okay, sure. She had fulfilled her destiny right before our eyes. Peak potency. You won't last half a day. You can panic now. What the fuck did he... What did she do? Humans can survive without eating or drinking for 3 to 7 days. And she's a Nen user, so she can probably increase that. I can lower my metabolism to bare minimum and go into a near hibernation state for 3 months. Yo, Carmilla, damn. Okay, Carmilla is getting a lot more sauce, which, okay, makes sense. Because, again, the top ones are Benjamin, even though he's kind of fucking up right now, Benjamin, Hulkenberg, Carmilla, Zhang, but he hasn't activated his Nen, so we have to really see what that does. And then Cyrenik. Those are like the top 5 princes that are just a fucking hassle to deal with right now. But damn, Carmilla, damn. Also, looking good, Carmilla. So this is not her secondary ability. This is just one of her guards' Nen abilities. Activated on death. Oh my god, damn. So what's her secondary Nen beast then? Yo, Togashi, come on, man. If you're not going to shoot, will you kindly leave? If I infected you with a disease, what the shit do? What did he get cursed with? And stay, it's incurable. Ooh, hey, I'll hold you out. We'll get COVID together, bitch. We'll go down together. She's like, oh, huh. I didn't think about that. That's another good loophole there. Disease. Pestilence. Am I the one killing you or the disease? See, that's what I'm talking about. Am I killing you or is it the disease that kills you? Did I personally infect your lungs or was that the disease that's going to course through your body? If it's the disease, would a virus have enough aura to bring you back to life? Probably not. Yo, Carmilla, start sweating. Whatever you put on Benjamin, you might want to deactivate. Even if I am the one responsible for your death, I have the same disease. And if I die first, who would your ability kill to bring you... There we go. Exactly. If I kill her and I killed myself afterwards, her ability, in theory, would it go on longer? Maybe not. Maybe not. But then again, she has a secondary Nen beast, so we don't know what that thing does. Who would your ability kill to bring you back to life? I wonder. Yeah, Carmilla, you had a good strat, man. You had a very good strat. Too bad Benjamin is 10 steps ahead. 10 steps ahead. I do not fear death. What about you? I mean, he's confident he can transcend death, too, so we'll see. Yo, Carmilla! Damn. So what is the curse? What is the curse that she put on him? Like, we don't have no idea what this thing is. 10 years of something. So they leave. Again, Carmilla. Looking nice. Fucking absolutely studly behavior right there, Benjamin. No activity. In room 104, the 4th prince is inside. Oh, dude. No. Benjamin, I love you. I love you, Benjamin. I mean, listen, you handled that as best as you could. But you got caught off guard with Carmilla. I promise you, if you're going to the fourth prince's room, you're not coming out of there alive. Save him for last. Save him for last. Yeah, you're giving him more time to prep, but if you go into that room, you're going to die. I promise him. I promise you. No activity in room 1004. The fourth prince is inside. There are 20 people in there, including the prince. Telling who's in the royal army and who isn't is going to be difficult. Go by the book. Go by the book. Shoot when you must. Shoot whom you must. But leave fourth prince Saraynik to me. Do not interfere. Dude, again, Furikov, how long does he need to charge Benjamin's Nenbeast to become like a higher entity or whatever? Because that was also part of the plan too. Like, he needs a certain amount of time to dissect Benjamin's Nenbeast, and then he needs time to then make the thing that will enhance Benjamin's Nenbeast. So, like, fuck, this is... Benjamin's dying. I think, unfortunately, this to me is giving Benjamin death flags, which I knew ultimately at the end of the day he was not going to win. But fuck, man, fuck. I think we might be losing Benjamin soon. I think we're losing Benjamin real soon. Because we're definitely not losing the fourth prince. We're not losing the fourth prince this early. There's no way. There's no way the fourth prince is dying this early. Which is crazy to think about. We're only 12 days in. Oh my god. We're only 12 days into this 2-month journey. Ugh. Alright. Anyway. Fourth prince. We're going into his room. Oh, kill. I want this guy to die. I want him to die. He needs to die. But, like, we can't. We just can't. We just can't. It's not gonna work that way. I know it's not gonna work that way. This man has to go. He is a menace to the entire world, but it's not gonna happen. Not yet, at least. I'm under the strong belief that this man will go out in a 3v3. Or I guess a 1v3, basically. Him, Carollo, and Kropika. They're gonna show down. So he's still locked into his Zetsu training. Special martial law has now been declared. Please follow the Royal Army's orders and remain calm. Please follow the Royal Army's orders and do not panic. I forget this guy, but he is friends with Theta. They are bodyguards, I think? Or are they hunters? I forget. I forget which of the two they were. But basically, they're friends, and they have come to an agreement that this guy, he cannot proceed to learn Nen, because if he does learn any more than he already has, we are cooked. We are done. It's over. Everyone dies. His Zetsu is seamless, even though the alarm is blaring. What are his nerves made out of? Disgusting. That's what they're made of. He has a gun. Give me your gun. Yeah, dude. You shouldn't have done that. You should have emptied your round or something. I'm going to use it. What? On the first prince? You're Slavko, right? Yes, sir. There's something I need you to do. Anything, sir. I'm about to die, but it's going to be a ruse. But tell everyone exactly what you had saw. Then put my body in a coffin right away, so nobody sees it. Don't tell anyone about my ability. So, they're going to do a Hulkenberg thing too. He's going to fool people that are not aware of his ability to think that he's actually dead. Meanwhile, he's going to go back in time, back to a safe point in time, and reappear. Meanwhile, they're going to think he's dead. Fuck, that's terrible. Because then he can walk around, do whatever the hell he wants, unsupervised. Oh, no. Oh, dear Lord. You're letting the dog off the chain. Got it. Sarainik is about to do something. Whatever it is that he showed Theta. The illusion. His ability. This guy's gonna die. I understand, sir. There must be some kind of condition to activate, and once fulfilled, you cannot escape it. Not even Theta had felt anything out of the ordinary. Sarainik is obsessed with the speed of his Zetsu ability. If this thing activates under Zetsu, it's already underway. I really can't feel a damn thing. I can't believe his nerve facing Benjamin with an incomplete move, and yet he still is practicing. Dude, yeah, again, this guy is psychotic, but he has incredible tenacity. He is super locked in, man. He's crazy or insanely confident in himself. He's probably both. Again, if this guy is Netro's grandson, 100% believable. Thanks to that, I'll be able to witness your confrontation and try to analyze your ability. I don't think he's going to succeed. I swear I'm going to expose your ability for Theta's sake. You know what? Let's give a round of applause for this guy. Because he's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's 1,000% gonna die. He is going to die in probably some of the most gruesome shit that we have seen so far, just to uncover this monster's ability. Yeah, I mean, maybe he will figure out something, and he's gonna give a message to Theta upon his death, so she can at least prepare. And then she's probably gonna die, but Kurapika will then know how to deal with this guy. Probably. I don't know. But yeah, what's his name? Sol Cove? Hats off to you, brother. You're not making it. You're not making it. The door is locked. No answer. Stand back. Bust that shit down. Follow me. As I move forward, shoot anyone behind me who moves. Roger. Benjamin, with his curse still activated on him. Everyone's already, like, in their position. Oh, the one necrophiliac painter dude. Oh, I hate him. They're already in their positions. He sees the aura nodes of the hunters and whatnot. You've been learning Nen in room 1014, haven't you? Yes. Take him. We'll have questions at the Central Justice Ministry. I read the reports, but if he really started from a point of having never learned Nen previously, I need Kurapika as a teacher in my army. Ooh, okay. So Benjamin's saying, hey, if he wins, Kurapika, because this guy is accelerating Nen users at a unheard of rate. That's fair. That's very fair. So Kurapika Glaze, once again, excellent to see. So he's going in. He's, whoo! Oh, the confrontation. Dude, this is what I've been waiting for so many years now. Oh my goodness. Benji Boy and Sarainik are about to face down. I can't believe it, though. We're already here. However, it's not going to work out for him. It just won't. It is not going to work out for Benjamin. Hold on. Single page. There we go. Okay. Sarainik, in his zone. Zetsu. I'm surprised you can use Nen too. True. This entire time, him and a lot of the other princes don't know he's been learning Nen. Wanna try sparring? And then before he utters anything, he's probably gonna get, like, capped. Oh, his fucking sick... Oh, no. His weird collections in the background. Ugh. So he's focused in his state of Zetsu. so perfectly. He can even have conversation now. Yo, kill him! Oh, it's not gonna work. Oh, it's not gonna fucking work. But I'm so hyped because we're actually having this confrontation. Oh my god. Shot him. Who gave you permission to speak? I don't have time to waste with you. That's funny. That's funny because he's got all the time in the world. He literally has all the fucking time in the world. Whew. Okay, so is he immediately going to kill Benjamin? Or, from what we could garner from his conversation, it sounds like he wants people to believe he's dead. So that way, when he respawns, no one's going to be none the wiser. And he'll literally get to walk around scot-free. So that means he's probably going to kill him so that no one else knows. To ensure that maybe he's going to go screw with Theta. Maybe literally. We'll see. We'll see. Basically, Fourth is going to be on the move soon. He's going to be on the move. And again, Benjamin, he's cursed by Carmilla. We don't really know what his thing is going on with him. But yeah, Benjamin, I love that you're moving like this. It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. Sadly. But I love this intensity, my dude. Hats off to you. And again, he recognizes Kurapika is like an insanely good Nen teacher. He's like teaching people that literally knew nothing about Nen. And in like a week or two, he can feel that one guy's aura. Like, oh, I mean, you know, for a beginner, that's impressive. You already have that much aura. So, if Kurapika were in his army, whew, get so much shit done. Alright. Let me go through Hunter comments, and then we'll move on to One Punch, and then we'll get into Kagurabachi chapters. Oh, my back. Okay. Kami's poor other Nen beast has been starving due to constant use of Zetsu. Okay. Okay. That's fair. But, yeah. Her Nen beast needs to get some loving because that shit has done nothing. I really thought for a second, like, oh shit, her other beast. It's finally doing shit. Nope. But yeah, so a lot of the questions on how do you beat someone like her with this kind of like counter death ability we got in this chapter. Disease, circumstances, and then, hey, if I kill myself after your death, does your thing not bring you back? It seems like that's a potential possibility. So yeah, we are now finally getting some answers into a lot of these top tier prince's abilities, which is really cool. It's really, really cool to see. Yeah, but this one, I am curious. What is this thing gonna do? Second prince is Carmilla's guardian spirit, a manipulative, cohesive, controls someone who fulfills its condition at will. But what does that mean? Like, what, how, and what does this thing manipulate them to do? I want to see what this thing does. Which is a fair move on her part since she cannot know its ability. Yeah, true. They don't actively know their ability, but Benjamin's actually going to figure out his own ability because Furikov is, in theory, he's going to analyze his Nen Beast. So therefore, Benjamin will actually be one of the few princes that genuinely knows his ability outright. Camilla's specifically arrangement of quirks make me wonder whether she's a former hunter or was at least taught by one of the association eccentrics. Probably. Yeah, because she, Benjamin, Hulkenberg, I think that's it. They were the only princes that came into this tournament already Nen users. You know, obviously Cyrenik is questionable because of his lineage, potentially. But they were the only ones that came in here actually knowing Nen. And as far as we could tell, they just had it since a while before this confrontation. We don't really know if they were born with it or they trained with it, but it'd be cool if she was trained by a hunter executive. Kami equals Kuma? Kind of, maybe, but not like in a good way, like a polar opposite version of Kuma. Okay. What if Carmilla dies after Benjamin due to the bioweapon? Doesn't that mean that Benjamin will be eliminated before Carmilla? Well, that's what Benjamin brings up here. He says, because I'm infected, if I stay here with you and you get infected, if I die first because of the disease and the disease processes through you, first of all, does the disease count as an individual? Does it have enough nen for you to come back? Second of all, even if you do think it is me that killed you through this process, if I die first, what happens to your nen ability? Does it go to someone else? And who might that be? Will they be able to bring you back to life? Kind of like, in a way, Aluka's ability, where it stems from person to other people through a chain of specific events. Does it have something like that? We don't know. We don't know yet. But, yeah, right now, it does feel like Carmilla has been brought back down with Benjamin calling her out like, hey, listen, I'm getting the idea of what your ability can and can't do. And Carmilla even says, I can hold myself out for 3 months with her nen training. So she can starve to death. That is a crucial thing there. She can starve. She probably can suffocate. All that typical shit. And I do think my theory is potentially true, where if you have, let's say, a bullet fired in a random direction, or an explosion happens afterwards that you get in control, if circumstances are not led by intent, you can kill her. You can kill her. I tried reading Hunter x Hunter manga. I gave up. Don't give up. Fight through. Do it. Become strong. It's literally a light novel, and what's wrong with light novels? Nah, I get it. I listen, I understand. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. I will say, though, this chapter, comparatively from the last couple of chapters, actually not that much dialogue in comparison. But I understand. Reading is not something that everyone wants to have to do if they don't have to, for the sake of enjoying a manga. I just wouldn't call it a manga. There have been other mangas out there that have literally had huge textiles of text and whatnot. But again, to each their own. I think you're missing out on greatness, but again, understandable. Of course, Kamiya has no reason to win the war if she dies anyway, so I've heard others theorize it's a negotiation tactic. Really? What is she going to negotiate for? If it's not to win, what does she want then? That's a good theory. She's in a very strong position, even now, to negotiate stuff. Like, she might know a way to deactivate the nen ability. Maybe. But what would she want, if not to become king? Theta's getting transformed, Mahito style? Probably. Her and him, this guy, are probably going to get absolutely brutally fucked up. Like, this dude is moving soon. He's moving. And this guy and her are, unfortunately, his chopping block. Theta's going to get transformed Mahito style, probably into something really strong, too, since she's gotten 2 warnings as a condition. Yeah, maybe. Agent 47 at the end of Hitman Bloody Money. Okay, alright. Rico, sup? Going to sleep so later. I like reading. More context than anime. Yeah, see? It just all depends on you. But I understand Hunter x Hunter is definitely a gap to people's normal manga enjoyment. Like, this arc introduced the meme. It introduced the meme of Togashi-ness. Like, this is a real panel, and it's like one of many. However, there are chapters that are just like this. There are more bubbles than probably most normal series, especially shonens, will do. But it's more often than not, you'll get these. It's only been more recently, over the years, he's had to resort to this style because, you know, of his physical condition. He literally cannot pump out enough chapters daily or weekly to have the text consistently be more like this. So therefore, there are going to be more chapters that are going to be structured like this. But to say it's a light novel would also be stretching it a little too far. But again, you know. But we are getting combat stuff soon. I'm excited. The fourth prince is going to be moving crazy soon. And Benjamin, I love him, but he's probably not making it soon. Yeah. All right. But cool. Cool. I am just wondering what the fuck did she curse him with, though? This fucking person that, like, stored the Hell Fruit ability for 10 years. Like, what? What does it do? All she says, it's peak potency. You won't last half a day. So his clock got turned down from 10 hours to not even half a day. But is it just like death? Like, that's it? Poison? Anyway, I was impressed with Carmilla. Anyway, that is going to be Hunter x Hunter for the evening. We're going to do One Punch Man. Should be a quick reading, although hopefully we get a little bit more content this time. And then we'll get into Kagurabachi. We'll do a couple chapters. Not going to be too long for Kagurabachi, but still. All right, just give me 1 minute, and we'll be right back to One Punch. And I'll even give you guys the link right now in chat. If you were here for Hunter x Hunter, thank you guys for stopping by. Make sure you like the stream. Comment down below, what do you guys think about this situation for Benjamin? Do you think he's going to be dying soon? Because I definitely get the impression that our boy, the first prince, is not making it much longer. Especially now that he's cursed by Carmilla, which was an insane strategy. I think it's a wrap for him. Yeah. Comment down below if you are leaving from Hunter x Hunter. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. All that YouTube jargon. Give me one moment, everyone, and then we'll begin into One Punch. And then Kagurabachi. BRB. All right. Time for One Punch. There shall I go. All right, let's get into One Punch Man, then Kagurabachi. And then we'll be done for the evening. So again, the plan for Gachika, I think we're just going to let those chapters build up to get more meat in the arc to be built up. All right, so let's get into this. I just popped in to say hi. Hunter x Hunter came out in 1998. How is that new gen? It's new gen because grandfathered in to the fact that Togashi is still prolonging the series because of his health. But it's de facto into there. Like, the same thing can be said for One Punch Man, because the original webcomic came out in, like, 2008. Thereby meaning the story as One Punch Man as a whole is not new. So take new with a grain of salt. New is, like, 2000-ish to current. That's what it should be considered. Old is pre-2000, like, hard 2000 with some exceptions. Like, again, Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is, like, grandfathered in because it's still ongoing with it. If we were to do, let's say, D. Grayman, I would classify D. Grayman potentially under new gen. See what I mean? Something old gen that I have thought about doing, an old gen stream, would be like Fist of the North Star. So that shit is old as fucking piss. That, or let's say, something like, I don't know, fucking Trigun. Basically, without, like, some exceptions, like Hunter x Hunter's current situation, yes, you would be correct. Anything pre-2000 is going to be under old gen. But I understand it is confusing. But at the same time, I'm only doing it on Sundays too because the officials are out on Sundays. So I'm, like, kind of getting to it because it's also just there. I don't really feel like waiting to, like, the next week to get through it by itself on its own stream if it's just going to be out on Sunday anyway. So that's also another reason. But anyway, thank you for your question though. Smooth by nature. All right, I'm going to say smooth. So smooth, thank you for your question. Yes, it might be a bit confusing, but it's just how we're doing. All right. Let's read this chapter. Last time we had Garo and Shiryu bonding through fighting a disaster level dragon. Let's see where this goes. We kind of are cutting around the arc a little bit now, changing up some of the plot points from other events later on, so we'll see where this goes. The Smoldering Fist of Justice. Story by One and art by Yusuke Murata. Chapter 236. Repaying debts immediately. Saitama looking flashy. I'm hoping for some good content this time. Oop. There we go. So we are still with Garo and Shiryu beating up this disaster level dragon. Garo, I believe he's using the whirlwind cutting technique. Yep, cuts him apart. Shiryu, impressed. Whoa. Bang. That kid. He was secretly polishing his techniques without even showing me. That was amazing. Garo Senpai. Was he really this strong? I knew he was on probation, but what the hell did he do? They have no idea. Oh, monster not down. Okay, dragon. Okay, all right, hold on. Something is happening. He fires a beam last minute. Garo dodges narrowly. Ah, crap. Goes to the building of people. Shiryu? Is this where Shiryu's gonna get his love? Senya, boss. Ooh, guilt. If they did get killed. Probably not, though. Yep. Picks up the truck. He picked up the truck, too. He was that fucking quick at last second to not only dodge the laser himself, but to get these two civilians and their truck on top of a building. Crazy. Crazy. But good Shiryu feats here. Coming, I hope. Whew! That was a close one. There we go. Drops that down. Whoa! See, aren't you glad I was around? Barely. You saved us? By any chance, are you a hero? Yeah. Though I still feel like I've got a ways to go. My name is Shiryu of the Void Fist. Spread the word for me, especially to the ladies. Is showing your face okay? Yeah, totally fine by me. Yo, he's so charismatic. And now that he's gone through a good character arc with Saitama, he can use that character charisma, that machismo, if he were to join the Hero Association, which I do think is going to happen, to be a good public figure. 100%. Totally fine by me. What the hell are you doing here, you bastard? I told you, just by curiosity as a fellow martial artist, I want to know the secret behind the former hero hunter Garo's strength. Care to spar with me, huh? The realization. Hero hunter? You mean the hero hunter who gave the association's S-class heroes so much trouble? The very only. What if I say no? You owe me one, right? He's gonna challenge him to a one-on-one after seeing Senpai's strength? This guy's out of his mind. Don't come crying to me, then. Alright, I mean, this is, again, good speculation on where do we think Garo is in terms of his own power. Because, again, I'm not just sure if he is back to pre-Royal Ripper stage, because he took out a dragon, so that should be more impressive than when he was there. But is he better than the version of himself that, got clobbered by Rover? Is he at the level that he was fighting against Darkshine? I don't know. Don't cry, I'm crying to me. I'm pretty bad at holding back. Ooh, the jagged hands. Alright. Intensity. So, probably not this chapter, because I can only imagine it's about to end, because it seemed like a quick chapter. But next chapter, Garo versus Shiryu, which should be pretty cool. Pretty cool, and a lot of new stuff. Oh, we're not done yet. Thank God. Thank goodness, but it's probably coming soon. Oh, hold on. We have a translation note. Can I zoom in? Zoom. Thank you. Translation note. This one is weird. Is a vocalization exhalation and is a onomatopoeia for physical tension. Okay, so this dialogue coming up is a weird one for the translators. Duly noted. Oh, this would be quite the spectacle, as Bang sees the young generation of martial artists about to square up. Let's see if this reveals the extent of Shiryu's true strength. True. He hasn't been training for 3 years, so this is gonna heightenedly awaken his abilities, probably. Hey, should we, step back? I'm not missing a one-on-one like this. Fuck yeah. This is a good match coming up. We're not done yet? Ooh! Oh, but it's gonna get called off soon. I know it is. And it's gonna be such a dick tease. So Shiryu gets into a stance. Garo gets into his stance. Face off. Looking mean, looking tough. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. This is going to be fun. Again, Face Off. The Onlookers. Speed Panel. Collision. So we have Shiryu going in with a high knee kick. We have Garo blocking and trying to then also punch his leg at the same time. Very nice. Ah, it's over. Fuck. I have to wait. Oh, Togashi. Murata in 1, please. If you're doing this, do it. I want to see Shiryu not put on a show per se, but him like grow. And Garo's like the perfect opponent for him to grow. Kuro. I was interested in One Punch Man past season 1. I laughed so hard watching that. Yeah, One Punch Man season 1 is a genuine time capsule of a series for season 1 at least, because that shit is just amazing. It rocked a whole generation of anime enjoyers and shaped a new wave of manga enjoyers. But yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. I'm getting stoked. Just give me more next time, please. Give me a lot more. I'm gonna quickly go through webcomic stuff. So if you don't want to get spoiled, just hang back for like a moment. So I want to compare and think of what's going to happen here. So if you don't want to get spoiled, your warning is here. Afterwards, we'll go in the Kagurabachi. All right, so let's see. I think 136. Close. 131. 129. Yeah, the smoker. The smoker. So we had that. We had Mirror get taken out by Saitama. That was pretty much the same for the most part. But instead of going into Flashy Flash and Tatsumaki's thing yet, and the S-Class doing their thing, we're getting Garo, which I think was after this portion. So yeah, Metal Bat's thing is being rearranged. Child Emperor, Sonic against A. That's probably going to get expanded, I feel like. Assassin to Assassin. Saitama, Goofiness, Pui Pui Prisoner, Raiden. Then we got Shiryu. Then we got Shiryu and Garo. Yeah, we had this whole thing. Blocks the bullets. Takes them on. The dragon thing was introduced because Shiryu doesn't have his suit on. Police heroes, huh? Oh, boy. I thought I said I was not gonna get hurt. You sure are pretty strong. Leaps out. Grandpa, Suichi, pal, bangs, former martial arts student, huh? Guess the rumors that you gave the S-Class heroes a tough time were a load of hot air. I won't be that easy, Garo-kun. I, Shiryu, will take you on, and take you back to Neo. So he doesn't have the suit. It's just pure Shiryu time, which I think I respect more from the manga's point of view because of how Shiryu has become. I like that more. The potential of his fighting, though, we'll see how that is going to show up. He sure isn't feeling it. Here we go. So they have their clash, spin moves, knee kicks, drop kicks, throwing objects, void, quaking tiger fist. Hey, stop it. Yep. Asshole, blah, blah, blah. Leap, surprising, unbelievable. Be too dangerous to fight. I guess I'll try and finish this off. Activation. Then he actually activates the suit to get enhanced. So now that he doesn't have the suit, I wonder how this is going to go. Is he going to, like, break his limit or something? This is a battle super performance. It's definitely crazy, but this guy's observing my Void Fist and starting to even match it. If I give him too much time to adapt, I'm going to get overwhelmed. In that case, I'll have to test it out. A special feature that only built into suits of the Neo leaders, which is a limiter release, similar to what Blue has. So instead of a limiter release, maybe he generally will, like Garo did against Darkshine. His limiter might start to break. Because again, I don't know if Garo's back at this peak. I want to say he is, but I'm just not fully sold just yet. Let me see. I want the English. Give me the English. Here we go. Yeah, his limiter could be breaking. Shiryu's limiter coming up could start to break like Garo's did, which would be kind of cool. So they had their fight, putting the buff, scrapping, overwhelming. It's overdoing it. I can't stop my own attacks. Yeah, he felt that he was getting overwhelmed. It stopped. Man, this is too much. The potential of the martial arts, everything else, and my confidence. And this is bad. He's still alive. Again, Garo's Garo. Hey, the client. Why don't you come back up? Hurry up and run. This guy's extremely dangerous. You guys are the part-timer. You're in trouble. He just leaves. This is Shiryu's squad. New leader Shiryu, how was your experience with the battle suit? Right, it's great for giving amateurs a good power-up. But as for safety, I'm not so sure. My movements became much more intensive than I had expected. It overheated quickly and stopped working. You need to know the trick to how to use it properly. It's great for lower rankers, but for higher rankers, it can be a bit restrictive. There are some strong guys out there that maybe a hero isn't all that easy. All right. And then let me just see the next chapter. Oh, Fubuki and then Psycho's having their chat. And then Shiryu wants to go to Hero Association. He has his suit back on. Blue. Yeah, this might happen too before Tatsumaki and Flash. And then Genos and Saitama are going to have their talk too with Blue. Yeah, the rearrangement's going to be interesting. But on top of that, I do want to see how much more they're going to draw out Shiryu's potential. Will he have a limiter break moment like Garo did? That would be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool if he does. But we shall see. Okay. That was One Punch Man. If you were here for One Punch Man, I know it was quick. We might do something similar with Gachi Koda. Maybe. I'm a little more hesitant on that, but we'll see. If you were just here for One Punch Man, thank you guys for waiting and stopping by. Make sure to like the stream. Comment down below what you guys think is going to happen if you're a webcomic person. Obviously, in bold, first and foremost, webcomic spoilers in the comment section down below so you don't spoil anyone. What do you guys think is going to be the chain of events going forward? And make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hell yeah. So, all those other series are done. We are now here. Back to Kagurabachi from this week. We got done the third arc this week. And now we are moving in to the fourth arc of Kagurabachi. A supposedly quick, but nonetheless solid arc that we will be experiencing. Now let everyone know that we are live and finishing up the stream with Kagurabachi. All right. Okay. Announcements are out. People have been notified. Let's do this. So, again, no spoiling. I have been hearing, though, that yes, Mr. Shiba has been getting shat on for some reason because of the new content or whatever. And people like me and, you know, others are saying, oh, he kind of does have that Minato vibe to him where he's the fastest man. He can get to all these places, but he can't really save anyone. It's starting to turn out to be like. So, I don't know what happened in the recent arc. I have no idea what's going on in the recent chapters. Do not spoil me, but if we get there and he's looking a little fraudulent, we'll discuss it. It will definitely be brought up here. But anyway, we are now here for Kagurabachi. I will give you guys the link in chat if you want to read along with me. If you are watching as a VOD gang, hope you're doing well and you are sticking around through this entire thing. Shout out to you. Or if you're just skipping through just to get to Kagurabachi, understandable. The link will be in the description down below. And again, hopefully everyone's having a good day, a good night, or good afternoon, wherever you may be, and have their snacks and whatever prepared for the last section of our reading today. So, again, we ended off Arc 3. That was the whole protecting of the sword bearer mission, 2 of them. Nora and Samura. Turns out Samura was a traitor. He was an op, which was a kind of a crazy reveal, and so far he's looking pretty nasty. Supposedly one of the strongest outside of the main Shinichi sword wielder. He's moving pretty different. His philosophy I don't quite understand and how it's being brought forth, but pretty cool. But yeah, shout out to Naria. He seemed like a real one. He got to see his idol's son, which inspired him to think of him again before he died, so that was nice. And Chihiro, yet again, is going through a lot of mentality shit. We also have ninjas now, so we're going to be with them for a minute with Chihiro, seeing what he's going to learn from them. Yeah. Why did you call me out in the beginning? Listen, I didn't give you a name. I just said, there are some people that are just saying, Mr. Shiba, saying that he's kind of being a fraud right now. That's all. But anyway. Chapter 61. Beginning of the 4th arc. I imagine ninjas. 61. Night Battle. So we have the 3 enchanted blades. We have Enten. We have the bird sword. And we have the geisha sword. 2 of which are now in the enemy hands. November 13th, 11:20 a.m. The Hit Squad. Supposedly this will be where a lot of people would like Season 2 to begin. This is how we operate. For the time being, you're the Masumi's new master. Oh, convenient. You guys are too overprotective, you know? Your wounds aren't completely healed. Yeah, but I can feed myself. Honestly, his wounds have been completely healed since, like, Arc 1. We need to get on that. That's a good sign. The Masumi. So they are now going to follow Chihiro. Will they die? We shall see. Any word about Uraha? Excuse me, Uraha, that was his name. No, not yet. Well, I get the challenging for the forensics. They'll never had a specific specimen with an enchanted sword contract of 18 years. Yeah, but we need to know if he's dead or not. So, they're saying that now. I wonder if he's actually dead. Because Samura apparently can sever contracts in this death-like state that he can do. So, maybe he's not dead, but then what's the point of him going on his crusade unless he's like a triple agent? Like the blonde dude said, better not get our hopes up. Baby Levi over here speaking truth. Let's take stock of the situation. Chihiro thinks too. Right now the Kamonabi and the Hikusaku and Samura are in a 3-way deadlock. The leadership sent us to take some kind of primitive action. Basically, prep. While you were resting, we scoured the landscape and found no trace of the Hikusaku. It's like that wild rampage 3 days ago had never happened. Well, they've been flying under the radar for 4 years. We can't track them down in just 2 days. The information you got out of that Hikusaku was huge. Yeah, he was a real talker. Miss Samura, on the other hand, left us a hell of a trail. True, he's not even trying to hide. He's like openly saying, yeah, I'm here, I'm doing shit. Even in broad daylight. If we trace the spirit energy to its source, we could find his location. The leaders think it's an enchanted blade detector. If you draw the Enten, Mr. Samura might try to kill you. In other words, we can fight Mr. Samura anytime we want. We're the Kaminabi's best counter Samura forces. You say that, but it feels like he also knows you guys too, so that's not going to be a good strat. Personally, we want to knock some sense into him as soon as possible. And the Kaminabi want to eliminate the threat of Mr. Samura ASAP too. On the other hand, only Mr. Samura can put pressure on the Hikusaku. Right now, the last thing we want is to let the Hikusaku force our hand, because innocent bystanders could get harmed. If we launch into a battle with Mr. Samura without intel on the Hikusaku, this could be a disaster. Don't draw your enchanted blade. Is there a plan? Yeah, there is. We have leverage. A hostage. Yeah? Who? Also, I guess this is good prep work for Chihiro to get better with sword fighting, because he was not trained to be a swordsman per Samura's analytical representation. He didn't want him to be trained as a swordsman. A hostage? Yes. What you might call the only chink in Samura's armory. He has a daughter? Ooh, tough. Let me see. Yeah. There we go. Bud was out here? He was clapping cheeks? All right. But because of his warped sense of justice, I wonder if he would go so far to let his daughter die, because he already knows he's going to hell, as he's already stated. So, we could have had some more in the palm of our hands, but what? Look, unfortunately, just over 2 years ago. Well, cause of death, acute heart failure, chronic condition, heart disease. So what's the point of introducing her then? Mrs. Samura had a daughter. I mentioned that we paid a visit to Mr. Samura's family, right? He had his wife divorced long ago and were living apart. But if she's dead, how? When I heard he killed you once, it occurred to me that for Mr. Samura, death is how he distances himself from people he cares about. Wait. Oh, he's suggesting that it's a fake. Fake out. Wait, you aren't suggesting. You're talking about during our service to Mr. Samura, he only used us once as ninja, and that was to fake her death. Okay. 3 years ago, the Kaminabi put the contracted sword-bearer families under protection and surveillance, restricting their activities for their own safety. Right, but she didn't probably want that. Mr. Samura hated that his daughter had to endure that because of him. I guess he anticipated that it might happen. He didn't want the Kaminabi to use her against him. You mean? Mr. Samura's daughter is living under a secret identity, but using a relative as a hostage? Don't worry, we'd never do that. We have no intention of bringing her into a fight. That's not the crucial part, you see. Do you really think that the Hikusaku intended to just obediently battle Mr. Samura after he fulfills their agreement? The killing machine? That'd be suicide. Naturally, they got something up their own sleeves to protect themselves, right? And Mr. Samura only has one weakness. She's their leverage. Impossible. She's completely undetectable. Between the Covenant timing and little inconsistencies with the fake body and phony medical reports, they may have even caught on that she could still be alive. Even so, there's no way they could track her down, not with the spell that was cast over her. Yeah? Who was mincing these words? Who were enchanting her? Tessai? That spell makes it impossible for other people to recognize her as Seiichi Samura's daughter. She herself wouldn't realize she's his daughter even if she met him. Does it fuck with her memory? It was the price Mr. Samura had paid to ensure her freedom and safety, to sever the memory of their connection to each other. Okay. Would he recognize her, though? Because he's, you know, blind. That's what I mean by undetectable. Both the Ikasaku succeeded in an assassination Kunishigi Rokuhara. They undid the seal of the Shinoichi in just 3 years. We can't afford to underestimate their power of sorcery. True, they do have some, like, weird exorcist on their side. Is there a way to determine if the spell is on her intact? If something changes, I can detect it. So far, that hasn't happened just yet. But if the worst case scenario happens, it might be a good idea to check in on her. If the Yugosaku is putting its hopes on defeating Mr. Samura on her, taking her into our custody would serve as a check against both Mr. Samura and the Hikusaku. Where is she? Kyoto! Here we go. And a interesting building. So this thing really is just in the eye of all Japan. The skyline of Japan is the owl. Alright, so we have a dude. Hikusaku. Nice. I want to slice something too. Kurigiri. Don't walk around carrying the enchanted blade. You can't even use it yet. It's making me nervous. Oh, he's going to try and get one too? But I need to deepen my understanding of it in preparation for when I can. Soji said it was important. And do you feel it happening? Not now. It's contracted to someone else. My love's still unrequited. Oh, he's like Shiryu of the Rain. My beautiful sword. Soon we will spill blood. He's one of those. Gross. Yura sent a message out to each of the team. It's almost time. Thanks to Hirohiku, this is going to be a hassle, isn't it? His tactics and kills are so half-assed, Yuri spoils him too much. That's crazy. You were just obsessing about killing the motherfucker, and you're telling that guy he's too much of a half-ass? Really? Psychopaths, man. Their own worst critiques. Don't talk like that. Yuri and those guys are constrained right now. Hirohiku's in rehab. He can't touch the enchanted blade. Ah, poor thing. Well, at least we get to kill. It's been a while. Excited. Our job is to kidnap a kid. Should be fun. But where's the target? No idea. What? According to Yura, she can't be found. So it's a gambling risk. Hirohiku's just like Yura. He also said that. If we wait, they'll reveal the goods. Can the owl somehow detect her? Chihiro enjoying himself. But even though they're like feeding him and all that. Okay, so we have a new character, Samura's daughter, acting as a linchpin potentially for either side to make sure he's in check. But again, seeing how he's willing to betray everyone he ever knew and loved and cared for because his sense of justice and his own scars have haunted him, would he throw away his justice for his daughter? And if he could throw his justice so easily away for his daughter, why wouldn't we just have him stop in general? So I am worried that this will not be enough to stop his crusade, but maybe we can halt him for just a little bit. Alright, let me read some comments and then we'll move on. Masumi hype? I hope so. I hope these ninjas are cool. The elite squad that could? Yeah, the ones that apparently have broke the curse, if they won't die. I love the premise of this arc. It's good. It's an interesting premise so far. Entire wizard government equals small gang of sorcerers equals a single wielder of an enchanted blade. Apparently. Let me move this over here. Samura's deal with the Hikusaku notably didn't forbid him from killing members of the Hikusaku, so his plan seems to rely on instantly attacking any members of the Hikusaku the second they use a blade. I guess so. Like he's like in a constant EI stance. He's like ready for them to activate. And just kill him. Kill anyone who dare draws their blade. But I wonder, how long can he maintain this thing for? There will be a OG reference soon. But I don't know if you're reading that far. We'll see. Again, I'm not going to go too far today, that's for sure. The only one he can't kill would be Hikusaku's boss himself, and he's reserved himself for the bug sword, which is the Kaminabi custody. Right, yeah, he wants the good shit. Reference from the old anime. Sounds good. We'll get there. Alright, next chapter. So we can move a little bit more along. Chapter 62 of Kagurabachi. Iori. Bell rings. Not yet. Good morning. Chapter 62, Iori. Again, people said the art's going to be slowly improving. I'm hoping so. Like, I know some people do like this idol art a little bit more than I do. Personally speaking, I think it has to be raised a little bit. Because I know the series has pretty solid artwork. But anyway. Good morning. Did you sleep well? That's my mom. Is that a yes or a no? My dad left before I was born. My mom raised me all by herself. How horrible. Yeah. At the Kaiboku performance on the afternoon of the 9th, an attacker killed multiple people. Yeah. Oh, but they think it's going to be Chihiro. Damn. Have a good day. Basically, it was an ordinary morning, except the violence was on a rise. Yo. And 3 days earlier, a weird thing had blocked out the sky. Yeah, I mean, all of Japan would definitely be freaking out. Of course, when it first showed up, there was a big fuss. Long time no see. For 2 days, they canceled school. The Kaminabi has reported that it's not dangerous, so we shall resume our classes. It is dangerous. We can't do sports. Kaminabi. Sorcerers are freaky. What's their deal anyway? She's thinking about something. Other than that, things were pretty much normal. But nothing... No. This world's over. This guy says. That's what that thing in the sky is meaning. Dude, you're a real ray of sunshine. Ikora, what's with your face? Ah, this? It was there when I woke up. I get it, you're intimidating that guy who attacked the Kaibuchi performance? Oh, wait, Chihiro Scar? Wait, hold on. Is he? Is he LARPing as Chihiro? I forget he does have that scar. He does have that scar. This fucking dumbass. Okay. Alright. It's proof of my mission. Dude, give it up. Very soon our lives will be turned upside down, and the fate of the world will be in our hands. Again, guy is having no information, but he's speaking the truth, probably. Boys are stupid. He was pretty young, right? Around our age. He was kind of a badass. Yeah. So, you're copying him, dude. That guy's a murderer. That's messed up. Wipes it away. Ugh. Couldn't sleep again, huh? Yeah. Did you have that dream? Yep. I can't remember. A chain. Do you really dream about that stuff? Yeah, definitely. It's something important. But this is the first time it's been 3 days in a row. It started 3 days ago. That's when the sky got weird, right? I wonder if it's connected. So that's probably her father in her own mind trying to break through. Yeah, it's a sign. You've been chosen. A sign? Hikaru, would you please shut up? Lots of things cause insomnia, like stress. Oh, suddenly you are scientific? Or if something's bothering you. Well, duh, something's bothering all of us. The sun got blocked out. It's a downer. Yeah, but really, what's up with the sky? Thinking about her dad. Stronger. Chain kind of breaking. What's wrong, Yuri? What was that? What if the sky is having some kind of weird effect on only me? Ugh. You're letting his bony freak you out? Want to join my club? Forget what I said. Well, it makes sense that this thing is freaking people out. Let's get something sweet after school. Stress release. Damn, they found them quick. What the fuck? I thought they said it was going to be like a gamble or whatever, but now they found them. So some dude, hey, you can't be on the school grounds. I think, did he like take out his sword in that moment? And then just killed this dude. Casually. Well, get down. Sees that. A window breaks. Oh, he hops to the top floor. What year's your class? Second year? Ah, bingo. Yuri. Yeah, ooh, dude, you wanted to play hero. You got your wish, man. You got what you wanted. I'm looking for Samora. What class is she in? Samora? She wouldn't be using that name. All the photos that we have are now altered. It's going to be pointless to ask her. What? So how did we find her? Like I said... Ow. Sorry. We have Samora's own blood. We can find the one who tastes the same. Oh, we have a toga? We have a blood manipulator? What the fuck? It's not this one. That'll take forever. So we get all the kids together in one place. No killing girls because they could be our target. Oi. What are you talking about? Killing people? You could have killed someone smashing the glass just now. Oh my god, that moron. She's like, you fucking idiot. Stop. You're going to kill yourself. If they find this Samora person, they'll leave that idiot trying to act all cool. We can kill this boy, right? Sure. So as he's about to do that, is our dude. Oh, never mind. I thought that was our Chihiro. No. So Yuri takes a step up. Is she doing it because she feels that she needs to do it, or is she doing it because she just wants them to leave? No killing girls. She trusted that enough to jump in. You've got guts, kid. Why? That's for standing up for us. But seriously, you should cut it out. You're gonna die. Hey, check her blood. If she's not Samora's daughter, we can kill her. It's over. Why is this happening? No. Excuse me. Dude, he's like the same height as Meliodas. This guy is so fucking small. He's gonna do like a full counter. There we go. Got him right by the neck. Let's see if he's going to be quick enough to dodge. Looks like he is, just barely. He uses the actual grip of the katana to block it. Huh? Hiyori, wait. What do you want? You're crazy, you know? We're gonna shred them all, like father, like daughter, I guess. The seal's breaking down. They must have picked up a signal, but they can't pinpoint her identity. They know she's around here, but why is the seal now suddenly breaking? A kid? It has something to do with the external, the influence of that owl. That can't be it. The girl has no memories of who Samura is. There's nothing that could trigger it. It's just her own instincts, man. It's her own instincts that are pushing her to the surface. What on earth? 3 days ago? No. Or something's bothering you? All this time, there was something happening. Like I was forgetting something important, Iori. If you know something, please tell me. Her memory of Samura is completely sealed, but if unconsciously, she herself is trying to break free. Interesting. Paralleling to Chiryu. Okay. Miss Samura, do not underestimate young people. We'll explain later in any case. We know who the Hikusaku are after. They're coming after you. Sorry, young lady. Life is going to be a little bit different for a while. Sorry now. You're under the Masumi's protection. His motivation is also in part that he wants the next generation to withstand from blood and war and all that nastiness that he and his fellow sword bearers had caused on the world, especially a specific thing that we don't know yet that he blames. I'm imagining it's like something like the Ishvalan from Full Metal Alchemist, but we'll see. But he's saying, do not underestimate the next generation. They're tough. Alright, let's read some comments, and then we'll get into another chapter of Kagurabachi. Again, I'm not too sure where we're going to stop for this chapter. Again, it's not going to be a long stretch. The only one he can't kill would be... Yeah, we already did that. Oh, yeah, what was the reference to the old anime? Did we get to that point yet? The art peaks at action and is fully refined by chapter 74 and 85, full on gas. All right. Good marker there. So when we get into the 70s, that's when I'll know is the transition. The second half of the arc. Say the line, Ikuri. This arc references a lot of action movies. It's the meme. Okay. I'm not too sure what was the meme. Maybe if I don't get spoiled. Oh, I think I've seen this. Okay. Alright, let me just not spoil myself, but okay. Yeah, I think I have seen this. If you laugh, you go to hell. Okay. I think I have seen this. Alright, cool. No, there weren't any memes at this point. Are you sure? It looks like there was at least a meme, but... Alright, fair enough. Alright, next chapter. 63 of Kagurabachi. Some ninjas and Chihiro are moving in. Chapter 63. No name for this title. Starting now, you're under the Maisumi protection. My what? Wait, where are you going? Back to my class? They're in danger? Right. The Ikusaku don't know you're their target. It seems like they'll do whatever it takes to find you. So you're right. Unless we intervene, your classmates will be in danger. Well, I guess we got no choice. Sumi! Right. What does that say? White motorcycle? What the fuck? Raizo? Full ninja shit. Wait a minute. Summoning. First of all, they have summoning jutsus over here. Second of all, motorcycles. Also, I guess that's her name. Sumi. Looking good. Looking real good. The fuck? They got Raizo techniques out here. So, could they seal Chihiru's sword into one of those scrolls? If they could seal a whole ass motorcycle, surely they could seal a sword. Hop on. Totally would. Sumi. We're getting out of here. This is definitely going to be action-packed in an anime format. Chihiro Okahara. You ready to die? Hikusaku. Jeez. There's another one. Hey, isn't that the killer from the Kabuki play? Hey. Kaguri. They're getting away. Gets back on target. Have you heard of school? It's a cozy place where neither of us belong. Sure, he was talking about that. Did he know that they were going to go here? Hey, Chihiro, come on, let's go. They're already after the target. What's wrong? The target is an ordinary girl. Yes, she's connected to the Hikusaku and the Samura, but right now, our only job is to protect her from danger. Sorry, I'm going after him. No. The leader and I will go after him. You go on ahead on the same route we had confirmed. But the Hikusaku, hey, just calm down. It's Operation Easy Does It. Let's get going. Muku. Chapter 63. Oh, now we get a title. Car Chase. Yeah, this is definitely stylized after an action movie for sure. A motorcycle with a katana. They're called the Masumi. Why are they riding off with that girl? They're basically advertising her as a Samura's daughter. Uh-huh. I guess they want to lure us away from the other students. Probably. What a wild coincidence, right? We were just about to kill her. Yeah. What's wrong? Grumpy. They're getting right behind us. It's gonna be okay. I won't let them lay a finger on you. Okay. Ninja star time. Chuck. Got the driver. Are you in a bad mood, Kaguri? Hey, our driver is... And they chuck another star, and it blows up, and it tumbles the vehicle. A sword fight is a conversation. What? Both parties have to make this exchange. He's unfazed. I was really looking forward to a good sword fight. Bro, he doesn't have the ability activated, and he's so clean. I'm not gonna lie, this guy, Kaguri, kind of dig. He's a man of focus. He's a man of will and determination. Immediately as his car is being flung around, he leaps into the scene like, all right, here we go. Hold on. Okay. Coming through. Gets ready to draw the sword. Bro, he's that refined? Really? He's able to actually just dice a car. He diced a bus Meanwhile, as far as I can tell, no one got hurt. That's impressive. That is some quick reflexes. To able to just do that insanely quick. Well, he wasn't lying. He wanted to get in tune with his blade, and he's doing a damn good job. He cut through all the obstacles taking the shore's route. I guess they'll want to lure us away from that student. Bad move. They put that cart before the horse. I'll take her down. My blade will reach her. Now more lives will have to be sacrificed. Oh? The Yusaku have no qualms about involving innocent civilians. So you got those scars from everyone. Oh, I actually didn't realize. Yeah, he does have more. He does have more facial scars. He's really beaten up. From what I've heard, Chihiru's been through an awful lot in a short period of time. A mountain of information, widely fluctuating circumstances. It's too much for one person to bear. And even so, those eyes are too intense. They're kind of freaky. He's been like that from birth, but, you know, they have grown over the years, more sharp and cold. Guess it's understandable, though. I'm already going to hell. I won't try and stop you, but the way you're operating, taking it on yourself, you're drawing yourself into an early grave, you know. Even if you're good with that, the people you leave behind will be sad. I know you're stressed and anxious, but we're a team, remember? And they take care of the situation. Uro! Let's share that burden. The ninja squad. Just before she gets cut down, we have Chihiru coming in. Dispatches a katana. They have a katana button. And he pulls it. And tumbles. And is about to, like, block him up. So that he can't get any further. Whoa, you can move. And again, no sword abilities. This is pure athletic, physical, and skillful abilities right now. Yeah. My load got a bit lighter. He doesn't have to worry. He can just fucking lock in right here. He's got a good team here, man. Nice. And a lot of that commentary about, you know, leaving people behind was also directed about Samura with his, again, radical plan here. For sure. So we have the Masumi team reintroduce now as Chihiru's bodyguard squad. The biker girl, Samui, looking hella sexy. The support guy, Moku. And then, of course, the leader of their hit squad, Oro, the more mature individual here. Very cool. So far, these guys they're dope. I hope they don't die. All right, let me read some comments, and then I think we'll read one or two more chapters. Yeah. Only the Iori one. Okay. Car Chase in English, is the chapter title. Okay. I hope the anime incorporates the chapter titles now. That'd be kind of cool, like a flashing title screen, like it's kind of like what Bleach does. Yeah, that'd be neat. The chapter reminds me of a highway chase you would see in The Matrix. Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. It's the Akira slide reference. Oh, true. Hold on. Wait a minute. You're right. Oh, I didn't realize it because it's from a different angle at first. But yeah. It's always going to happen. You have a bike, you have to do the Akira slide. Good catch. Good catch. Very nice. The Higasaku dude just left behind his ally in a car wreck. True. Dead weight. I already know who I got. I don't need you. Truly a katana society. This page where he takes the katana out of the bike. Katana buttons are one of the things that distinguish ninja cycles from motorcycles. True. Akira slide, but with katanas. Yeah. No cybernetic psychics here. Only just ninjas and sorcerers and enchanted blades. So, an equal exchange. Alright, let's do another chapter. We'll get through this, and then maybe we'll end it after chapter 65. Chihiru, your sheath. Thank you. I want to have a proper sword fight. A sword fight is a conversation. Both parties have to make things exciting. But contending with an incredible dynamic sword fighter is also problematic. I want to blow off steam, but I also have to do a job. I need to capture that girl. Tries to move in. Chihiru, block. I didn't see this guy or the other one in the attack on my father. Yeah, again, they did a mass recruitment project after they killed your dad. The Ikasaku, revenge. I'll handle that. You put your sword down. At that moment, my entitled to revenge was stripped away. I guess so. And just like you said, Chief, we want to solve as much as we can before Hakari gets back on his feet. Right. Then there's one thing we should address immediately. I'm weak. All this time, he saved me by sacrificing himself. I let him carry my burden. My own weakness led Hakari to that state. I will say, again, you're going to learn cool stuff by not having your sword on hand. You have to learn how to be an actual proper dual wielder or whatever. I don't know. But one issue I keep pointing out. Each arc, he's not fully healed. So, you know. I hope that's going to be coming soon, where he's going to be finally at 100%. But even right now, as he's pointing this out, he still hasn't recovered to his full capabilities yet. That's overstating it. In any case, I'm rejoining the fight. I can't do it as is. When I faced off with Mr. Samura, sure, I was intimidated, but there was also a huge gap in our abilities. I'm not as skilled with my sword, the physical fortification that serves as a platform for sorcery. A person can gain superhuman ability and endurance and circulate spirit energy into their body. Some perfect the art of close combat and supplement it with sorcery. Swordsmanship is an extension of that. Skillfully circulating the spirit energy into the sword generates a powerful sword play. Okay. Some voice of all things, or breath of all things. The enchanted blade warriors in the Setai War were master swords fighters who had a name for themselves before the war. Just over 3 years, Enchanted Blade Warriors, Sentai War... Okay, Chihiru, just over 3 years. Enchanted Blade Warriors, Sentai War. 1 to 2 years. I've been using my Enchanted Blade for longer than them, but it's obvious that they have a deeper mastery of their own Enchanted Blade. Okay, so he's missing something. Nobody ever taught me real sword play. I don't know how to use a sword. My compatibility with the intent is perfect, in which case, you need to hone your actual sword play to achieve greater heights with the Enchanted Blade. That's what I've been saying. He's got to return to basics. He's got to return to simple sword martial arts. I've been relying on the Enchanted Blade's ability, but that won't cut the... They won't cut the... under the current circumstances. Like it or not, your swordplay is going to be put to the test. We'll do everything possible to cover for you, but now, this will be the first battle in which you won't use the Enchanted Blade, Chihiro. So they are recognizing what I just said. Sword skill. Genuine sword skill he needs to adapt to. Chapter 64, Becoming the Samurai. Now that's a fucking title. Holy shit. Oi, don't distract me. I won't be able to focus on my work. My thirst for swordplay is. What are you talking about? Counter. Slice. Block. But again, knows his footwork. So then he's redirecting his blade up higher on Chihiro, and he has to put more of his body weight into it. Each attack is so fast and powerful. He hasn't used any sorcery just yet. This has all just been the sword technique infused with the spirit energy that Chihiro talked about. You could say he's a prime example. It's a coincidence. Oh, okay. It's a coincidence and also an inappropriate first battle. This level of mastery. Wait, what's this garbage? Who taught you how to fight with a sword? Nobody. Right. Your lines of attack are all out of whack with your spirit energy. He's not following through. Okay. So yeah, he's really learning the one-to-one on how to use a sword. Aren't you a sword fighter? Oh, dude, you know what? Oh, fuck my life. Oh, no. Oh, Lord, this is what... This is the dialogue we need in One Piece. This is the dialogue that certain One Piece fans desperately need. Oh, my goodness. The idea of you can use a blade, but you aren't considered a swordsman. This is essentially what they're getting at with. Oh my god. Thank you, Kagurabachi. You know what? I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this. Yep. That's going to be archived for later. Who taught you how to fight with the sword? Nobody. Right. Well, your lines of attack are all out of whack with your spirit energy. Aren't you a sword fighter? What have you been doing all this time? Your swordplay is... I'll learn it here. Here. Are you serious? You think you can refine your own skills by exposing yourself in actual combat? Kurogiri, I want you to educate Hirohiko in the art of swordplay. Leave it to me. This isn't like martial arts, where you just circulate spirit energy throughout your entire body. You have to imbue your own katana with it and merge it with it. You must glean the deeper wisdom of those who came before you. And I'm good. I'll figure it out on my own. Just like him. They are people that want to learn the art, but have no dedication to the long practices. They want to do it in their own way, their own time, their own pace. I'm an intuitive learner. He doesn't like that. He's someone who has dedicated a lot of time and respect, and he doesn't feel that they're equating what he does to something that he cares about. Don't be so arrogant. You can't respect the sword. Don't use it. How can I wage a decent sword fight with a moron who disrespects the art? I mean, there are such things as savants, but, you know. Impossible. I've had it with you all. Don't worry, we're going to stop him. What's his deal? But now I can focus on my main job. The painful irony. He's not worthy. There's too much of a distance. Now I'm paying the price of relying on the Enchanted Blade all this time. Don't be arrogant. He's right. I can't expect to just master it overnight. Chihiro, what are you? His technique is rough, but over 3 years of battle, he's now honed his talent and built a physical foundation. The only thing he lacks is a role model. Unlike Kurogiri, he doesn't have skill yet to dynamically and circulate his own spirit energy, so he's restricted it to pouring it into the katana. A role model he learned originally. I need a samurai in my life. Okay, so now it's the real time. Then I'll become the samurai to achieve greater heights. Wait, that's just like with the lightning cloud gouger. He's now also picking up the EI style. EI. Fucking sword draw. My stuff, it fell. It's alright. Nothing important fell. Alright, but damn. Okay. So he, in a way, like Tanjiro, he's kind of an intuitive learner. Given enough time, he'll pick up swordplay. And different styles of swordplay. EI White Purity style. That technique entails building up spirit energy and containing it into the scabbard. The energy will then be released explosively when you draw the blade. Cumulating into extreme speed. So it's like a burst of energy. Channel, released, burst. Yo, listen. You can respect the blade all you want. If you can't block, you're fucked. That EI is still immature, but even so, that's it. Even if it's still just an imitation, he tried to put it into Kaita. He took what I yelled at him to heart. Oh, he's actually like, oh, he listened to me. Ooh, I like this guy. He's not as terrible as Hiroyuki. No, I have to work. He's like, damn it, I can't get sidelined, but I want to. I left my partner in the car. Yeah, she's fucking dangling. It's my duty to capture that girl. But Hiroyuki, the art of the swordplay is Kurogiri. You take things too seriously. Just watch him. If that's how you feel, Hiroyuki, you're free to do as you please. A sword fight is a conversation. Hunger, duty, sex, money, sleep, kinship, thirst for sword fighting. So all these other aspects and desires of him are nothing compared to the art of the way of the sword. His own desires will be his own undoing. Whew. Pop. Is he gonna let her go so he can have a fight? I can't hold back anymore. Guess he lost his struggle. This has meme material right here too. Logic, strategic planning or whatever, and then just in the middle, headassery or something. I don't know. This has very strong meme potential. 100%. All right, we'll do one more chapter and then we'll call it. Let's see, where do we leave off for the comments? Ended in the next chapter? Yeah, I think I'm going to do 65 and then we'll call it. Because after that, it's the Bloodshed Hotel stuff. Okay. Chihiro has just been swinging a stick this whole time, right? There are swordsmen and then there are stick users. And essentially, Chihiro is a stick user. He's not a swordsman. That's why I will call some people in One Piece. They're using very sharp metal sticks. Congratulations. But that doesn't quantify them as swordsmen. There is dedication. There is time. As Kurogiri is trying to lament to anyone that wants to listen. There's a greater aspect than just pick up, unsheath, move, and stab. It's far more complicated and far more rigorous than just that. And spiritual, even. Chiru X Hikari shippers ate with this chapter? Did they? Why? Because he was dedicating himself? I guess because he got injured? Okay. Sure. I mean, I'm not going to stop anyone from having their mental opinions about that, but okay, sure. I don't personally see it, but sure. Finally, Chihiro develops actual swordsmanship. Yes. This is a good point to bring up. The arc after this arc is often compared to Shibuya. Oh, the real Shibuya arc is coming. Okay. That arc has one of the best 2v2 katana fights in any manga. Listen, I read Vagabond, man. And I read Kenshin. I read some good sword fights. So, hey, you are hyping me up, sir. I would love if that's true. It's a fun stance to replicate in real life. EI, White Purity. Kurogiri panel is good for break weeks. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, let's do one more chapter and then we'll call it. All right. So we're going to end off this stream with chapter 65, Imitate. And then, again, I don't know if we'll do an actual stream this week for Kagurabachi, because, again, I want to try and get to the manhwas and manhas, and maybe some Final Fantasy VII, too. But we'll see. Because Chihiru's defining himself as Hikari's retainer. Is he considering him? Huh. Alright, I never even thought about it like that, but okay. Chapter 65, Imitate. I can't hold back anymore. Good. Samura's daughter is safe for the moment. Now for the rest of us. Can you buy some time? EI, White Purity. I would say be careful, because if you leave the person in the car, they might somehow sneak up and get to them. I don't know how, but it could happen. Speed burst. However, as he was just about to do that, he comes in and stops him and gets him on the scabbard. I'm not good yet. It takes me too long to build up that energy. There's no ordinary EI stance I see. So that's the secret to that speed from earlier. With the White Purity style, it must be from Uraha and Samura. If you trained with a master, you should have used that style from the very beginning. Again, I haven't trained with a master. What? Don't lie. He's upset that he probably has put so much effort, and then this guy is just literally coming in here learning in the middle of this. The EI White Purity style is an eccentric EI technique. The principle is simple, but it requires a special type of movement. It's extremely hard to learn. Ever since it was first brought about by the swordsmen Itsu Shikaraki, Seche Samura, and Yuji Uraha have been the only ones to attain certification. Okay. They garner certain sword styles from being learned. It's on the brink of extinction because no one else has ever managed to even learn it. It's a legendary art. If you haven't trained with a master, how could you possibly wield it? I don't know, fucking skill issue? I don't know what to tell you, man. But is it because it's generally that hard to learn? Or is it like not enough people try it because it's so restricted Therefore, meaning you don't actually know the curve level to learn this. Whoa. You only saw me do it once. Chihiro has inherited Rokuhara's eye. He bet he'd be able to pick up that technique fast. A sword master smith has the ability to gauge the steel's change in temperature and even composition slowly by sight, while molding it into a sword. Kushiagi Rokuhara was the epitome of that. The power of the Danten Seki, the raw material of the enchanted blades, is a fundamental toxic. True. The reason he could stabilize it was due to his ability to observe even the most minute properties in said stone. Purely by sight, he could draw out the Danten Seki's stabilizing properties. Observation here. So again, with good eyesight and good will and focus, he's able to pick up shit. Those unique parts of I was kidding! Actual observation, yes. Can also find life in battle. Impossible. Purely by imitation, the white purity style. Is it imitation? Or is it genuinely him speeding along training? Would you call someone who trains 2 months imitation of the style? I wouldn't. It's just he's narrowing down months and months of training into a fraction of a second. He's kind of like Garo in that way. Okay, so Ro puts up a seal on the ground. Chihiro. Smoke bomb. Teleport. No way. We were just getting started. Yo, the Hikusaku have some freaks. They have Kenpachis. They got some goddamn Mahitos in their group. Toto, you alive? I'm dead. Samura's daughter has escaped. No. She's so fucking stupid. What the fuck? What is this energy? No. Oh my god. Okay, I kinda like her. The detection sorcery is getting 0 hits. We don't even have the vaguest sense of her whereabouts now. She vanished completely. Kyoto Bloodshed Hotel. Oh, so this is it. Interesting. Alright. Some dude over here. Oh my goodness. Our hotel ensures our guests the ultimate rest. In other words, any threat of danger is out of the question here. Alright, this is a John Wick thing. This is the Continental. This is actually the Continental. So, yeah, okay. So the author of this definitely loves these kind of surreal Kill Bill, John Wick-esque movies and whatnot about mafias and underground society and, you know, ruthlessness, that stuff. This is literally the Continental. Yojiro Sengoku, what a name. General Manager, Kyoto Bloodshed Hotel. Reception. The barrier in the building is imbued with enough to completely privacy. Well, if it isn't the Maisumi, do you have a reservation? I see you're doing more construction. Bigger the better, right? They can't detect you as long as you are here. These havens are rare. It's only a matter of time till they comb through. Everyone looks very scary. In other words, we can't let our down our guard, but we have time to rest. So, this girl is Miss Samura's daughter. Thank you for protecting me. Masumi. That's the name of our group. As for our names, it's... Dude, this guy is so fucking short. He's literally coming up to my sitting chest height, if not smaller. Meliodas might be taller than this guy. Asta might be taller than this guy. That's the name of our group. As for our names, Ro, Moko, Sumi. But you can call us whatever you like. I saw you on TV. They said you were the killer. But maybe that was a misunderstanding. Ah, the Kabuki incident. Right. Yeah, it's a misunderstanding. Chiru's like you. He's the kind of person who puts others first. Then, no. There's no misunderstanding. I'm not like you. I am a killer. You're not helping your case, man. Bro. Dude, she was just warming up to you. He's like literally trying to be his wingman. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to help you. And these guys are the actual professional assassins. Don't look so fierce. Relax. But in spite of that, no, because of that, I will ensure your safety. Our first priority is her safety. She's starting to remember Mr. Samura. Subsequently, she has a strong bond with him, so that's strong, so strong that she's starting to even break the seal with no clue. That loosening of the seal allowed the Hikosaku to even the detector. We can't mention Mr. Samura in her presence. It could prompt her to remember. Oh, some Komugi. Hunter. It'll take some time, but whatever, we're preparing for a stronger seal. This time, we'll make sure she forgets Mr. Samura completely. You look doubtful. When we took on this mission, Samura said the child has never been tainted by war. She's better off forgetting her father is a killer. How long will the seal take to prepare? About 24 hours. You'll go back to your regular life. Sorry that we had put you through all this. You won't have any. You won't have to deal with this sort of Mannix coming after you again. Huh? But that's... We'll explain later. You're not going to tell me anything, are you? You said you were going to explain. Why are you people even after me? And I'm looking for someone named Samura. Was this her class? Samura. Who is that? Yeah, they already kind of mentioned that shit, so it's kind of hard to not say it. These idiots. Nothing. Smooth. Please tell me. I can't just go back to my life like this. I keep feeling like I forgot something important. So you won't tell me, right? Just tells her. Well, we manipulate your memories. We manipulate your memories. But somehow your own body's trying to recover it. My memories? I have to keep the same dream. Is that a memory? Who on earth? Look, I can't tell you. The seal is to keep you safe. If we tell you more, all sorts of forces are going to come after you. You'll never be able to go to school again. You'll never be safe again. Those memories won't be necessary. Some be happy ones. Tomorrow, all this discomfort will go away. Just relax for now. I'm better off forgetting. Someone was holding my hand. You're touching Chihiru's heart. You're reaching the inner softness of his inner world. What if I never lived with my dad? Maybe I could have gone to school. Maybe I would have been putting on my own life. Maybe I wouldn't be covering wounds. But even so, I wouldn't trade that time for anything. His own little world that he was with his dad. Commander, if the seal gets broken at this point, as long as we're at the hotel, the Hikosaku can't detect her, right? Yeah. Where are you getting at? If we're here either way until the new seal's ready for tomorrow, why not just tell her everything? What? She's better off forgetting. Her father is a killer. She can decide for herself whether or not if that would be better off for her. Okay. I'm going to tell you everything that I know about Seiichi Samura, the person in your faint memories. Then in 24 hours, when the new seal is ready, if you want to forget, you can forget. After you know everything, you can decide whether or not you want to go to your class. But if she refuses to seal, the Hikosaku and the Kaminabi will come after her non-stop. The price to pay for someone that wants to know who they are. If I can master the art of the sword, I'll get closer to the Enten's true realm. I'll master the EI white purity. Whatever you decide, like I said before, I will ensure your safety within 24 hours. So in 24 hours, he's going to become an EI expert, and then his Enten style will improve. His Nishiki form is about to go tough. His Nishiki form is about to be ridiculous because he's already fast as hell when it comes to that. But with Nishiki and this EI style, whoo, he's just going to be zooming. And then an EI style with Koru, you're going to have these insanely long, quick draw slashes. They're going to go all over the place. And then that dome that he did against Hiroyuki, he can probably make that dome real quicker. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So speed is definitely his style fighting. For sure. For sure. All right. Let me read some comments. And then we'll end the stream for the day. The Kokiri panel is good for breakaway. Kashiru defining himself as Hikari's retainer. Right. I just meant no manga fully shows a 2v2 as actually 2v2. It often shows a 1v1 happening simultaneously. 2v2, in my opinion, is when two people are attacking two other people without sticking to fighting just one guy. Okay, so like an actual brawl situation where you're actually seeing a continuous back and forth. I'm trying to think now. I'm a little tired, but I'm trying to think. I mean, it's not a 2v2, but you could technically say some fights in like JJK, like Yuta versus the two in the Sandai colony. In a way. I'm trying to think 2v2s. Yeah, I can't think of a 2v2 right now, but I feel like if I had more time, I could probably remember something like that. But I think JJK does good multiple fights and matchups. And Black Clover, too. Let's see. Nothing still touches a Vagabond, though. Yo, dude. Hold on. You said it. You've uttered it. Oh, yeah. The way martial arts is depicted in this goes crazy. It is by far the best depiction you'll get of swordplay next to Rurouni Kenshin. Like, this in Rurouni Kenshin is the greatest, as far as I could tell, way of showing off genuine sword fighting. Like, you will probably not get anything else anywhere close but Vagabond or Rurouni Kenshin. But yeah, Vagabond, one day it will get its recognition, even more so. Jiru got the Roku Haragon, yes, and clever wordplay there. John Wick arc, it really does. Mainly the hotel. Super short. Yes, the Under King here. What do you think of the arc? Till now, you covered 1/5 of it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm liking more of the Hikusaku's random goon squads they always keep sending out. They're very vast in their coverage. The idea of him learning how to achieve genuine swordsmanship, which is something that Mr. Samura brought up in his training. Like, hey, I'm not going to teach you to be a swordsman. I'll teach you how to fight and instincts, like that, but you're not going to genuinely learn a technique. You're not going to learn proper ways because that's going to increase your way on the path of revenge, and I don't want that for you. So it is cool that they are addressing that. Like he's not. It's like you have a brawler who just knows how to throw punches, but that doesn't mean he's a professional martial artist or let's say a professional boxer. He doesn't have form. He doesn't have rhythm. He doesn't have the instinctive skill sets that a professional fighter would have versus just someone that just wants to get into a fist fight. You know? He's not like skilled in that regard. So I appreciate they are covering that. But overall for the arc so far, it's cool. Iori / Samura's daughter, we'll see where her character goes. I'm imagining she might be here for the long run, but maybe not. The Masumis are pretty cool. They're a neat character squad. Hopefully they don't die, because they are an elite squad, and that curse still persists. I hope they don't get relegated to the background, like the one girl and Char. They have now just been gone for like 2 arcs. 2-3 arcs. So hopefully they're gonna get some love again. But yeah, we'll see. So far this arc though, yeah, solid. We have a long way to go though. Let's see. Nishiki plus quick drawing about to go crazy. Oh fuck yeah. Oh absolutely. Like he was already zooming around. He was already zooming around, matching a lightning fucking sword user. Yeah. Hit now with EI draw. Oh lord. Lord have mercy. Nisha can be used to enhance durability instead of speed, so he can only do stuff like tanking hits while charging his draw. Yeah, but it's also like it is defensive, but it's very clear whenever he goes into Nishiki, he's always zipping around, man. You never really see him zipping around like he does with Nishiki when he's in Koru or Akka. Like, Akka's, like, super, like, I'm gonna counter and defensive shit. Koru is offensive and strategic planning. Nishiki, okay, it's supposed to be durability, but fuck, man, is it depicted like speed? It is depicted primarily with him just zipping people down. But sure, technically speaking, yes, you are correct, Vince. Well, I'd say Kagurabachi is in the top 10 for katana mangas. Honestly, yeah. It's still early, but I'm going to honestly, from the way that things are going, this is a very good depiction of katanas and swordplay. I would say there's other aspects of Japan than just katanas. They have a rich cultural history of swords and whatnot. Again, hold on. Another book from the collection. They have other skill sets. They have a rich history, not just with katanas or even just swords. They have things like, glaives and arrows and a myriad of other weapons. But we've talked about it. We've talked about that this is supposed to be a generalization of themes and movies and calls to the way of the sword and whatnot. But again, it's more than just katanas. There are even, subsets of swords like tachis and whatnot. So, again, that's my only gripe. It's like, if we could just expand from just swords. But nonetheless, this is already surpassing One Piece in how it depicts swordplay and sword skill and the way of the sword. 100%. Nice Vagabond volume. I still sad Inoue won't continue it, but at least we'll have real chapters. But at least we have real chapters from time to time. Yeah. Yeah. Man. I don't know. I want him to continue, but it's his decision. There is only 10 Hikusaku. It's no spoilers. What is better overall as of now? Demon Slayer or Bocchi? Demon Slayer has those feels when, they're trying to drum up emotion, but I think overall I'm more interested in Bocchi. Yeah. And then when the anime comes out, we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see where I stand. But I feel it could definitely be up there with Demon Slayer. But all right. I gotta go, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate all the love and support you guys do, especially when it comes to Kagurabachi. I know you guys pull up in mass for that. It's a good series so far. My favorite swordplay manga is probably Blade of the Immortal. Have I seen that one? Let me see. Blade of the Immortal. Sounds familiar. Oh, this series. Okay. Yeah, Cole was watching this a while back. I haven't seen it personally, but I'll check it out. It looks good. Looks intense. Looks up my alley. Okay, I do gotta go. Everyone, thank you for stopping by. If you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, bell, YouTube jargon. Make sure you take care, stay safe, hydrate. I'll see you guys on the next stream. I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna try and actually get a schedule out this week ahead of time. Again, I appreciate everything you guys do for me. And I appreciate just being here, being able to stream with you guys. And, we will continue to do our best and push on forward. And just remember to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, because I'll believe in you even if you don't. Okay? Thank you, everyone. I will see you later. And, again, Kagurabachi, looking really good. Looking really good. We will definitely do a shonen manga tier list. I don't know when, but we will. And I will so far put Kagurabachi pretty solid right now. Yeah. All right, everyone, take care.